And
it's almost like gang warfare.
It is, and it's like we talked about a couple weeks ago on the show with the divide, and no matter what people think of somebody out there, that it's sad to see people that just take such pleasure in seeing somebody fail or somebody stumble on their words. We all get a laugh out of it. Okay. Sometimes we all do, but we're not heartless, man. We don't hate any of these people, whether we support their political beliefs or not,
No,
and it's
I don't want these people to be wiped off the face of the earth or harmed. I don't want their children harmed. I don't want their families harmed.
Oh, say, can you see the light? What's the problem with shouldn't have turned down those Cucks.
Welcome back to United States of Australia. I am the Aussie guy. And I've got a fucking shitload of stuff tonight, so I'm not fucking around. My friend and yours, just Josh, how you doing?
Doing good, brother. I see you're doing just as well, too.
Yes, we're ready to go.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that in 2028, those Olympics are going to L.A., but they're not leaving out the fat people. The Ozympics are also going to L.A. in 2028. We're sending our guy, Robbie, to join in a potato sack race. The only thing that's different, and the reason it's hyped up for this race, is because they have to eat the potatoes out of the sack first before they can start the race. Robbie has been counting potatoes for 3 years now.
Yeah. Nobody till Cardiff Electric. He'll be concerned by that. Also joining us this week, a returning guest and also my friend. But more importantly, he's a great producer and a great mind. My friend Mike Durband, welcome back.
Thank you. Good day.
Good day, Mike.
Good day.
And yes, your thingo, whatever you call it, underneath your name or your MikeDurband.com, it says GMG showrunner, and you are the man behind Get My Go. I've lately started to think we're letting Get My Go disappear. We're letting it drift away, and it's the perfect time for Get My Go to thrive. So I'm definitely keen to get My Go back up and running. And part of today is trying to inspire that a little bit. But
the problem is that we've done 99 episodes officially, right? So the next one's going to be episode 100. It has to be huge. It has to be huge and monumental, right? Yes. We can't just have like some, nobodies on there. So my goal was to get Brother Martin on, and he keeps saying he'll come on, but then it's like, we can't either that or like he's working, so it's like I'm waiting for this guy to come on. If it's gonna be me and him, or if it's gonna be, you or Joe or whoever, like he's got to be on. It's got to be Brother Martin on episode 100. So it'll happen. It's just got to keep begging him to come on.
Do you know what's funny? When I spoke to you the other day and you said you were going to come on the show, I was like, should I get Brother Martin on this for this too? And especially when I pulled the first clip, when we do get to Jonny Podcasting later on, when I pulled my first clip, I was like, I wouldn't mind having Brother Martin here for this. But we also do have another man sitting patiently backstage, and he is the man that owns the month of June, Robbie the Mariner fan. How you doing? You got it, Robbie. You got it. Yeah, it was subtle.
No, I figured when Mike said huge, I was like, oh, that's where we're going. I didn't see the pivot. And you know what pissed me off? It's my birthday is in June too. So it's just,
that's perfect.
It's bullshit. There's enough LGBTQIA plus whatever months as it is. Why does it happen?
Spread the rainbow, Robbie.
I get linked into every gay thing, and I'm not even gay, but it's so frustrating. Let's go.
And just to let you know, that's not Eckel in the left-hand corner, even though it's yellow.
No, that's right. Mike dressed up in his A's gear. Also, sorry, I nearly forgot. Jesus Christ. It is birthday time again, folks. Yay! My son is turning 6.
Wow.
And I know it's crazy, isn't it, Mike?
I remember on an episode of
go ahead.
It was Wrestling with Reality, and you announced that your wife was pregnant the first time. That's how 6 years, man. Jesus.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Goes
So
fast.
Don't send him too much money, or he'll start just making up kid birthdays every quarter.
no, like I
Fuck.
only go honest to God birthdays, and honest to God, all donations will go to either a present for my son, paying for me to dominate a bunch of 6-year-olds at the bowling alley, or go into an account for my son. Any dollar you donate to this show today will go to my son. So let's put the ticker.
Oh,
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ.
Shameless plug.
Yes, shameless.
Are we doing something for my birthday, Ozzy?
We
You get a
can,
whole
yeah.
month, Robbie.
Yeah. If you
But
want to
it's true.
shamelessly,
That's true. If I will pretend to be gay for a month if it gets me donations starting.
no, there's no pretending. If there's no insertion, there is no cash. That's the rules.
What? We're not going
You
back
know.
to this. Remember, you were like, you and Queen Roxanne were like, let's raise money.
That's right. We did. Yeah. To get, I think we're going to go with Peg.
Where it was the
Yeah.
show could have been called "Let's Get Robbie Do Things That Make Him Highly Uncomfortable," and that
But
was one of the things.
Wasn't it Roxanne peg you? That wasn't that.
Yeah, that was one. Another was make me wear a dress. There was all sorts of ideas.
Yeah, that's. I mean, the pegging's more extreme than the dress, though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
yes.
I don't even feel comfortable saying that, to be honest.
Yeah.
The second one.
all right. Well, I fucking hell. I said we got a shitload to get to. And we don't want to fuck around.
Aaron's boring, and April adds nothing. It's gonna be great. We're scripting this morning. Come on. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp. It's gonna be mediocre as fuck. It's time for Movie and the Scrimp.
It's Rudy time, and it's not mediocre.
It's not. Well, hopefully it's not. Again, I'm at that point with Aaron. It's just so over the top. It's so over the top, trying to be a dick, that it's just like, this isn't as much fun as it used to be. But there's a few things that I like to fucking jump on. I see what I can find, and I've found a few things. So, to begin with, well, it's all pretty much come from the Keanu phone call to the show after Keanu obviously dominated everyone on This Little Piggy. Aaron wanted to chat to her, of course, because he's full of himself. So this is Aaron asking Keanu about the abuse allegations from April.
These people yelling and screaming at you to actually talk to April. If I may do a quick comparison, and I know comparing yourself to Nick is a pretty low bar. What's the last thing April said to you about me being abusive?
Oh, you mean, are you talking about that was not the case. There you go.
Didn't that sound like, that almost sound like they discussed this beforehand? You know what I mean? Like, she's like, do you mean, oh, right. Yeah. No, that didn't happen. You know, like
His face is like, how dumb is this person? We rehearsed this ahead of time and you still got stumped by the question.
It's fucking bonkers.
It's Kiki.
It's Kiki. I know we've already got Kiki on the show. We haven't even hit the stinger. We got a lot of Kiki to get to.
In simply put, that wasn't the case.
All right. So I was not abusive to April. What's the last thing April said to you? What's the last thing April said to you about Nick being abusive?
Oh, that she was emotionally abused by Nick, and then as you saw, right, he's going to leave his situation, and right, exactly. So
Bravo.
There you go.
Bravo.
Right.
So then also you have, now you're saying, just to be clear for the people just tuning in, you do have plenty more text messages.
Yes, but it's not something I want to do.
I understand.
Yeah, but if he.
So, what's amazing? Aaron said, so I was not abusive. Kiki started to talk. Aaron just steamrolled over that. No. Don't change that. Don't fuck with what you just said. I'm not abusive. But also, at the end of it, the whole thing is that Kiki's been reading April's texts, and Aaron is sitting there continuing to emotionally abuse April by saying, hey, you've got more texts, right? You've got more texts? Yeah, you'll release more texts. Shut the fuck up, April. Shut the fuck up, April. You know what I mean? So, but Kiki did sort of say that there was no abuse. You know what I mean? That's what she confirmed, right? That April had said there was no abuse. And as regular listeners to this show will know, this is something I'm never going to let go when it comes to April and Aaron and April and these allegations. Yeah, I know, Robbie. Yep.
No, I was talking about the pin, the super thing.
Yeah, no, I know a couple of things at the moment.
Okay, good. That's good to know.
This is Aaron explaining when April claimed physical abuse. This is Aaron explaining his version of events of what went down in that altercation.
It's one of those fights. So then, as we're fighting in the kitchen, the kids come upstairs. Rule number 1 of parenting, you do not fight in front of your children. So as the kids come upstairs and we are nose to nose.
Nose to nose. Oh, fuck it. Fuck! I forgot to get the picture of Aaron and April standing next to each other. There's a picture of them at the Vikings game just to get an understanding of how much bigger Aaron is than April. Nose to nose while they're fighting. Nose to
in
fucking
the
nose.
face.
Yes, in her face, yelling, screaming at her.
I can't. You fucking this and that. And we're fighting.
So, Kiki, I don't know what April told you. That's abuse. You're way bigger than a woman. You get in her face, screaming in her face. That's abuse.
Yeah, you don't have to get in her face. I mean, you could yell from across the room if you had to do that.
My wife could dominate April. My wife is bigger than April. She could crush April. I would never do that to my wife. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
No, I wouldn't do it either to my wife. I'm not getting in the face.
QZ Entertainment is here. I'm sure this is going to be inappropriate. I haven't pre-read it, but it's money. QZ with the £5. Hello from NI, Northern Ireland. For all you GG, great guys. After this, we'll watch some episodes of VR. Thank you. Wasn't inappropriate at all, just weird and confusing.
We like it that way.
Mike, have you followed anything with this steel toe? No, you're completely disconnected, aren't you?
I mean, I've been on shows when you guys have discussed it before, and I just don't get it. Like, I know the story, like the guy beat his wife or something, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't. In all honesty, I don't think
allegedly
he beat her. Like, yeah. In all honesty, I don't think he beat her. It was more just intimidation. You know, like I think he's telling there. His telling there of the story. I honestly believe that's a true telling of the story, but he can't see how wrong that is to get in. Like, he's 6'2", 6'3", and she's like 5'7", 5'6". You know what I mean? Like, to be in a woman's face like that, like, he doesn't understand that you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't think he beat her up per se, but she felt intimidated, she felt abused, you know, but it is this internet thing of like, I can't be seen as a bad guy. Like, I can't be seen as being someone who's physically like punching or choking or whatever. But people are gonna infer things, you know, when these things come out. I've got a couple more from Aaron, and I'll try and get it through it pretty quickly. So he was going in at Carl from WATP after this little piggy thing, and Carl not sticking up for Keanu while they're on the stream because they're supposedly friends. So I've got two more clips here. So this one is Aaron talking to Keanu about how Carl should have stuck up for her and defended her.
Get it, I understand, I get the business. But like with you guys, he claims to be friends, and maybe he and I do friendship differently, but if I'm on a show with someone and they're being gone after the way you were, and you don't step in to like go, hey, you guys are kind of being unfair and you're getting your asses kicked here, like, you're kind of being a punk bitch, in my opinion.
right? So if he's on a show with someone and people are going at them and they're kind of making points, you know, Aaron's like, you got to stick up for that friend. You're being a punk bitch if you don't stick up for that friend. Now, what I will say, to be fair to Aaron, I didn't want this to go on forever, and I trimmed this down as short as I possibly could. But this is Aaron and Jonny Crutches, where the chat had been slamming Jonny Crutches for minutes. Aaron's reading the chat, by the way. This isn't people on screen that can say things. Aaron is required to read this to Jonny. So Aaron's been reading insults about Jonny not voting for minutes. And so we pick it up when it gets spicy. And then, I've spliced it together a little bit because I needed to keep this short. But this is Aaron sticking up for his friend Jonny Crutches.
Dive Bar says, you vote because people died so you could have the right to vote. You vote so they didn't die in vain. Way to go, buddy. Way to shit all over veterans.
Sorry, Mike, you don't know this. And for the people that don't, I mean, most people do, but Jonny Crutches has MS, Mike. And so obviously his body is slowly dying, and it's a struggle for Jonny to get around, and he's on disability and all that. But yeah, we'll get into how this affects Jonny.
Did you hear what you just
vote
did?
So they didn't die in vain.
Yeah.
So if I go in, I should just start blanket voting for people that I don't care about or don't believe in, or vote for some. Again, no, I don't need to do that.
Why don't you? Well, okay, then you know what? We'll do something else. I'll pick you up today. We'll drive down to Fort Snelling Cemetery, and you just go piss on everybody's grave. How's that?
Round down to a wheelchair. And if we simply didn't have that system, I wouldn't.
Is this why you didn't vote?
Yeah, fuck this country.
I'm just kidding. Dude, I'm kidding. It got really uncomfortable, so I'm trying to make it funny. Trying to make it light. This country, dude. Dive Bar with $2 says, Jonny, sorry, I was just busting your balls.
Get fucked.
What? Was Dive Bar really mean? I don't keep track of who's saying what.
There was no new boot goofing in there, and I don't. Yeah, whatever. I'm just tired of explaining it.
Was he mad? Was he making fun of you for voting? Again, I miss all this shit. I just saw voting.
I don't know where it switched to that, but again, with the voting thing and just everything else, I don't know. I gotta go.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. You come.
That's my favorite bit. I'm gonna go back. I'm going back. That is my absolute favorite bit. Jonny's been broken down. As he's been breaking him down for minutes on end.
Again, I miss all this shit. I just saw voting.
I don't know where it switched to that, but again, with the voting thing and just everything else, I don't know. I gotta go.
Do you?
Do you?
Who made it uncomfortable? It was fucking Aaron.
Absolute zero emotional reaction to his friend. His friend is breaking down. I'm gonna go. Do you?
Man.
Maybe he wanted to see where the breaking point was with the mental abuse.
This one hits close to home because I've done that same I've gotta go thing back in the Mallertown days. So yeah. What an asshole.
No. Well, first of all, never live, dude. And if you
that's true. That's true.
And if you didn't want it to go to air, it wouldn't go to air. But also not to this level. Like, all right, granted, you're morbidly obese, but and we do make fun of you for that. But you've never had a breakdown on air, and we just sat there and went, yeah, fucking breakdown, bitch, breakdown. Anyway,
I'm not saying you would do what Aaron does. I'm just saying Aaron's an asshole.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Because even if Jonny was like, let's say he was overreacting or not, like he saw where Johnny's headspace was, and he just kept driving
thank you.
farther.
Thank you, Robbie. Thank you. You just set up the last part of this clip perfectly.
All right, that's fine. You come back tomorrow then. Do you think you'll be on at 2:00 today? We can plug that.
I don't know.
All right. Well, take it easy, and if you need anything, get in touch. Oh,
you go.
You left. Yeah, I mean, look.
Right, so emotionally affected by it, he has to move over to his center of positioning before addressing the situation. That's how emotionally affected he is by it. I better hit this stuff first. Waver, thank you very much for becoming a new member to the channel. And speaking of that, we are going to be doing I'm working on doing some members only stuff on a different day. I'm going to lock it in and I'll let you guys know. So thank you for becoming a new member. And Shit Show, great friend of the show.
Five hit, five how.
That's Eccles says that.
We're just doing it for Eccles.
Well, Eccles not here.
Yeah, good point. Reminder, Toe's only employee is on the dole. Yes, correct. I don't know if you guys know what the dole is, but that's...
What's this about? I'm only bringing it up because I figure it might be important.
Can someone tell just Josh to change his audio input?
I'll have to look into that afterwards here. I keep having issues before we go on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Thank you, Peter Scott. He is all over the audio issues, like Mike Durband normally is, but Mike Durband didn't fill me out. I mean, it's hard sometimes, I got to be honest. Like when someone comes on and their audio is not working at all, when you hear them, you're just relieved to hear them and maybe you don't notice. Waver's also dropped in a 99-cent super sticker, so thank you, or Waver. That was it for...
The free chats. That's a step. That is a low blow. If he was reading free chats to like really stick the dagger.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Just a quick reminder that Aaron read insulting free chats if they were directed towards April with Glee and also about Johnny. Yes, Dang Lizard. And like I say, I trimmed this down because I didn't want to fucking spend forever on Imholt this week because I got so much other shit to get to. But it was free chats that was insulting Johnny before the breakdown. And he sat there for minutes reading like shitty comments to Johnny and then really fucking doubled down on it. So, yeah, that's Aaron being a dick, but that's it for Aaron. Let's move on to one of our main events.
Together. What do you think? We're going to do it. And it's going to be fun. Bing, 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 bing.
Bing.
It is Kiki time. Kiki. And yeah, Mike, sorry, I said to Mike before the show, because Mike doesn't follow any of this Dabbleverse nonsense and all that. And I said to Mike, I tried to keep it like out of the weeds, not really needing to know the law, just like let's just analyze a podcast. And the steel toe stuff was a little bit law, but there's a couple of clips in here with Kiki just talking about her appearance on This Little Piggy, but mostly it's Kiki and her mum talking shop, telling stories, and we can have some fun with. So to kick it off on the Kiki week, let me just go to the Kiki file.
Who is Kiki?
So yeah, Kiki is Keanu C. Thompson, who is married to Geno Bisconti, who used to be on Compound Network with Anthony Cumia. So that's who Kiki is. So our first clip here is just thought it was amusing. This tends to happen to women. I mean, to be honest with you, I've seen lots of men change things about their appearance because of criticism they've received online. But yeah, I just thought this was interesting that Kiki had this reaction to a comment.
It is. Also, fuck, oh my, I use bald spray all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know about my bald spray addiction? Because we were doing
maybe I need to get some of that.
We were doing a stream and they were like, Keanu, we can see your bald spots. Just some mean person. I was like, oh my God. So I go through I just spray the top of my head so it doesn't look like I have thin hair. I don't have the thickest hair these days. Yes, I'm 32, but I don't know when I was a kid. It's just
you need vitamins. You need vitamins, but you never.
Michaeline and Kiki, and then Kiki and Geno, they interrupt their partner when their partner is about to give us gold. Kiki was about to say, when I was a kid, talking about her hair loss. I was fascinated to hear where Kiki was going to go with that. But Michaeline had to jump in and go, you need vitamins. Jesus. But here we go. Let's see where this leads.
Never take them.
I hate vitamins for some reason.
I know, but you need vitamins. You need to take biotin and you need to take vitamins.
Fine.
Honestly, I take that stuff all the time. I take biotin all the time because I feel like my hair is getting a little thinner also. It really isn't because the top is really thick. And
all right, that had potential, and then Michaeline just stomped it out of the building. Thank you for bringing the vitamin talk, Michaeline. But no, they did have some fun on this show. I got to admit, Michaeline and Kiki like to giggle. And they were talking about ANR, which is an adult nursing relationship, which is where men like to get with women and in particular breastfeed, which I've got about 6 seconds of that interaction for you right here.
Nurse, okay.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't breastfeed us, and we turned out just fine.
Okay.
You heard it there, folks. Breastfeed your children. It could lower their IQ if you don't breastfeed your children. Keanu Thompson was not breastfed, so breastfeed your children.
Well, that was her dad, so I mean, seriously.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We're going to get onto it. Anyway, further on into the ANR discussion, we got to some Kiki improv. We all love some. Kiki is obviously a stand-up comedian in New York, very popular. And this is some Kiki improv.
Then where does it stop? Do you have to get him a rattle? Like rockabye
do one of those nipples that they just hang out of their mouth.
This is so again, Michaeline stomped on Kiki. Kiki was trying to say something, and Michaeline stomped on it, but credit to Kiki. She doesn't back out. She's committed to this bit.
Binky, rockabye douchebag on the treetops. You are so weird. Please get off my lawn.
Could have made it rhyme.
What happened there?
Wait. Then what
happened there with we just rhyming douchebag with
lawn? Lawn? I don't know, but this is partially because she wasn't breastfed, so I can't blame her.
Yeah. Crazy improv. Yes, Bang You Died says she can improv, but she can't improve. Very good. Very good. All right, yeah. Obviously a lot of I'll get rid of that. Obviously a lot of shorter clips of just Kiki doing silly shit, but now we're going to get into the couple of clips relating to this little piggy. And for those of you who don't know, Kiki took on 5 guys on a show called This Little Piggy. That's all the explanation you need. But no, in all seriousness, Jackie from Pretty Antisocial was on This Little Piggy, appeared, and we all know how much Kiki hates Pretty Antisocial girls, and her mother hates the Pretty Antisocial girls too. So here's Kiki talking about Jackie from Pretty Antisocial.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I want to add this also. This is not a political statement. This is just one of the 5.
This is not a political statement. I mean, you're just about to insult a person. Like, it's not. Yeah. I don't know how it could be conceived as political, but anyway.
One of the 5 actually thinks she's a woman.
Well, she actually is a woman. She's just a little.
Just so everyone, just take a moment to look at Michaeline. Mike, I know you do have a similar name, Mike.
Yeah.
I don't know. Were you? Was your birth name Michael, or is it just been Mike? It is Michael.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So if you were to shave the beard, pop on a wig, you'd probably just put an E and E on the end of it. Would you?
And that's where the A should be.
Yeah, you might do that. Yeah. So just Michaeline is suggesting that Jackie is not a woman at all. Just this woman right here, Michaeline. And again, I'm not here to insult people's looks. I'm just pointing out who is saying it. Is all I'm doing. Yeah.
No, she's a little unfortunate looking. So maybe you were confused. That was enough. So they brought in a woman eventually to also yell and scream at me.
Are you sure, Keon?
Jackie didn't yell or scream at any point.
You know what? I guess there's really no telling, but I don't want to even call it misogyny. I don't even want to give it that much. I have a theory. I think that since they knew that they were wrong, yes, they go to ad hominem and they call you stupid. And well, they certainly can't. A lot of people were saying to me, they certainly can't attack your looks. I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but
sorry, wait. After you went ad hominem at Jackie,
Good point.
you're literally just pointing out that other people went ad hominem. Like seconds later, literally seconds after going ad hominem, you're going to criticize people for going ad hominem. Like, it's fucking bonkers. Like, how could you be this dumb? How could you be this dumb?
No breastfeeding. That's what I'm blaming.
Am I just doing this show solo today, boys? What's going on?
No. I'm just saying, man. Kiki's just the no breastfeeding. I'm with it. It's showing itself right here in these clips.
All right. Well, Kiki in that teased the theory about what was going on with the fellas on this little piggy. You guys, actually, let's play a game. Mike.
Yep.
4 men, they say 5, but it was 4 men yelling at Kiki. What do you think their reasoning for yelling at a woman, 4 men ganging up on a woman would be?
I would have no idea. I don't know the backstory. I'm lost. So yeah. That maybe they're jealous of her, how attractive she is, and how her hair is thinning. I don't know.
That would be a good answer, mostly across the board with internet morons. No, of course you wouldn't be able to guess. That's the joke, Mike. And the reason I went to you is because you wouldn't know the joke. The joke is you wouldn't know what Kiki's going to say, except you would because it's so fucking obvious.
Yes, and it was so glorious. But here's my theory. I wouldn't even call it misogyny. All right, let's say they're not misogynists. They at least have very small penises.
Yeah. And probably not.
Wow.
Bingo.
Brought out the micro penis.
She thought about it. She did. So this was after she did about 5.5 hours worth of recap of this little biggie episode. After 5.5 hours of analyzing and thinking about it, she went, I think they've got small penises. I think that's what it was all about. They've all got small penises. Or was it her attempt at comedy? Because that's great comedy.
Does she actually get paid to do comedy? That's what I'm like. There's
Apparently
never been
so.
anything in. And granted, you probably select clips that make her look dumb, but I don't think there's like probably that many clips that make her look smart. And I've never laughed at anything she said in any of these clips, so I just don't see. Like, is there like a lack of comedians where they're just throwing anyone against the wall to fill time now these days, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can go on stage and get $50 or maybe $100 if if a handful of people get through the door. I don't know, like if people are drinking at a comedy club, yeah, they'll probably give you $100 to do a set or whatever. But yeah, obviously, yeah, Robbie, I pick the clips that I want to show you, but for the most part, it's boring as fucking batshit. Like, it is so
I'm just saying, I don't
boring to listen to.
Any of what she says could translate to a comedy career.
The only way she would know they have small penises is if they held and opened the door for her.
Yeah, like maybe she needed cocaine or something.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shit Show says Kiki's mum wouldn't be allowed on the show, on Kiki's show, if she wasn't ugly. That's Yeah. And someone put in the comments, and I don't know, I got to go, maybe I'll go look back at old Compound stuff, but someone would put in the comments of the last show about Kiki that we all know there's the filters here on StreamYard and other apps. And obviously you can do amazing stuff with makeup and stuff. So yeah, perhaps Kiki isn't necessarily as pretty as she looks on screen.
You see once in a while a clip will go viral where someone will be like, I saw one the other day where there's an influencer trying out some fast food, but she tilted her head too quick, and so the filter wiped out for a second, and she looked like 30 years older than what the filter was trying to make her look like. That would be quite the turning or the plot twist if Keanu didn't look.
Why would she need a filter? She's only 30. She's only 32.
Yeah, but she smokes all the time and married to Geno. You would think no offense. I'm like it's hypocritical for me to talk about looks, but you'd think someone that looks like her and is 32 could maybe get somebody better looking than Geno. That's all I'm saying.
Fair point. Now look,
I mean, he looks like a corpse in that wedding photo. I still can't get over that wedding photo.
Yep, that's fair. All right, let's get into Kiki's mom becomes a star of the show because she's got stories. And the first one, so Kiki obviously went through and explained everything about her appearance on this little piggy. Then they did this runaway horse and carriage situation, which was mostly boring. A lot of plus 10 seconds through that segment. But then we get to Kiki's mum telling us about her bad day.
So that's in carriage ride news. Michaeline, I understand you had a bit of an off day the other day.
2 days ago. Yeah. Without going
off to a flying start. Who fucking cares what day it was? You need to correct that. Yeah, it was yesterday. It was 2 days ago. Who fucking gives a fuck? But listen to the irrelevant details that we get and the important details that we don't get.
Going into names or telling any crazy stories, I had an appointment with a person who, before my appointment started, there was a tick crawling on the person, and the person was headed out the door before he or she could.
Kiki and a soundboard, by the way.
Well, I was like, was that you adding effect, or what the hell's going on?
Yeah, don't give more on soundboards because they'll hit it. But yeah, Michaeline's getting to the point of the story here. Come on, there's a tick in the area. We gotta fucking get into this.
Start our appointment, and I watched out the window as the tick was. Well, first it was being burned to death, but then it didn't get burned, so the person just killed it with, I don't know, a stone.
Is anyone following this?
We don't know the name of the person. Was the tick burned by sun? Was it a cigarette? Was it a lighter?
Very confused.
But he got killed with a stone.
Yeah,
what happened with this tick?
They just have stones lying around to grab one to kill the.
Yeah, going for a meeting in an office. Like,
I know.
I'd assume paperweight, maybe.
There's this, as we used to be a Ben Maller show, there was a caller who had a roach infestation, and you would just hear him on the phone taking a shoe and hitting roaches on the floor. And I'm wondering if it's that type of a situation where that's their
yeah, that'd be more interesting if he had a jet lighter and he was burning cockroaches while on the phone, because these people are burning ticks in an office for a meeting that she doesn't want to specify. Very weird story.
You're at an appointment and the person they go
kill that.
The person walks through the waiting room, goes to, "I'll be right with you, Miss Michaeline. I have a tick on me."
No, it wasn't on the person at the time.
Oh,
the person had already gotten the tick off, or just found it crawling on him or herself. And
I mean,
him or herself.
Him or
you're not doxing someone by giving their gender, for fuck's
yeah,
sake.
I know. Or like, does she not know if it was a man or a woman or something? Like, what is going on?
I don't want to give any information about. All right, bang, you died. Fair enough. Nice pun. This story is ticking me off. Very good. You could have at least added $2 to it, you cunt. But anyway.
Yeah, think of the children or child.
Yes, exactly. A 6-year-old wants to go bowling with his friends and maybe get some Minecraft Lego or something. You know, come on. Get into it. All right, this story has got to have a good ending, right? It's got to.
They said
headed outside, headed
yeah.
outside with which totally creeped me out. So
I bet. Right. Okay. Hi, excuse me. I'll be right with you, Michaeline.
Wait, Haley, you still in the chat? Are you the person that Michaeline met with? Because this is Kiki's Haley voice for sure.
Sorry, I had a tick on me, and I need to go outside and burn it.
Okay.
If I were her or them, whoever, I know you're not being specific enough. Then if I were her, I would just like. First of all, I don't know what are you supposed to do with a tick? You're supposed.
If I were them, I would. Hang on. What do you do with a tick? She so proudly announced that she was going to tell them exactly how they should have handled it, and they're just like, "Well, hang on, I don't know how to handle this at all. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about." Great to see in live action. Shaka John, former guest of the show, and a future guest, hopefully. Why avoid the name? 12 people watch that show. It's a great point. You're not doxing anyone on fucking Keanu Cast.
Including the tick.
Yes.
Seriously. Did she know you got to cut the head off of the tick? That's how you kill him, man.
I thought you had to be... Yeah, I thought it was dangerous if they'd got there. I'm not talking about ticks. What the fuck am I talking about? There's a few seconds left, and there might be a reason why I left a few seconds on this clip. I don't know.
To burn it, I would be so ashamed. I wouldn't even admit that. Were they just nervous? Like, excuse me, first, I'm about to
like
your
maybe, no. She wasn't nervous.
All right, no, it was just Michaeline shutting her down. Michaeline giving her a no but. Instead of a yes and. Husey is definitely keen on the 6th birthday fund. Husey with another £5. Durband, the F and the G fell off the front of your cap. Very good. Very good, Husey. Very good. All right, but the tick wasn't the only part of Michaeline's rough day, of course. You know, it wouldn't just be a tick. How could that be so terrible? There is still some tick spillover into this, but we do get into the second worst part of Kiki's day. Kiki's mum's day, sorry.
Office.
I guess we have to remember too, Michaeline's in the South. It's where I grew up. But still, I never had a tick on me.
Yeah, I wouldn't want one on me. I don't even think I ever saw a tick. I actually looked out the window while she was doing that to see what it looked like.
Wait.
You never seen one?
Like, how small is a tick? No, she said that she was told that they had a tick, but like ticks are very small. I don't know. You're looking out the window and seeing a tick. Like...
Did she just say she grew up in the South and never had a tick on her?
Yes, she did say that.
Did she go outside? I mean, this shit happens, man. I can tell you growing up in the South, you came home, you did a tick check occasionally if you went about all day long to make sure. And if you found them on there and you were a smoker, you take them off, put them in the ashtray, burn them, or you just snap the head off, basically. That's the only way to get rid of them.
I've heard that's the worst thing you could possibly do is snap the head off a tick. No, we're not talking about ticks. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
While she was eliminating the tick with fire and a rock. That's the South. No mess, no fuss. Come on back. Just got a big tick off me. Burned it.
She just said
Come on man.
was very matter of fact. It was very matter of fact. But
Give me 1 second, ma'am. I just have to go outside and murder this tick. It was about to burrow right into my skin.
I know. It's just kind of creepy.
She's going on the comedy theory of like adding a more extreme word to it. You know, like I'm just saying the same thing, but I'm going to put the word murder in it. So it sounds like it's a more serious thing, and that's funny. You know, but they've just been repeating themselves for minutes.
Yeah. So that was that was the creepy start to your day.
Yeah,
and that was my day off too. So
it did. It just kind of, I had taught a class, and then I had some errands to run, and then I had to do this thing, and then I had to go to work at 3 o'clock.
So again, remember like the irrelevant details. Telling a story. But the worst part about this story is the irrelevant details are the story. The actual meat of the story, we get zero information on. Matt Wilson, the great Matt Wilson. Stick around for Jonny Podcasting, Matt Wilson. That's why Mike Durband's here. But he's here with 2 Canadian dollars, which are basically Australian dollars. God damn, this broad is boring. Bing! Yep. Wait, does that make my show boring? Or are we?
I think that was a side shot at you, too.
Yeah, I feel like we're having fun with it.
Slight.
Yeah, let's go.
Work 3 to 8, but it was kind of a busy night in the gym, and I wear these kind of wedge, kind of tennis looking shoes. They're not for exercise, but they're kind of fashion shoes, and they've got like a, the rubber on them always kind of catches on the carpet in the gym.
Do you see where this is going? Because she's setting up the shoes are a bit weird, You getting a sense of where this is going?
Kind of catches on it, and I know this, but I've never had a mishap before until it was getting close to me leaving, and I was walking toward the aerobic room to close it up, and there were still two chicks, the instructor and another girl I know, standing there. I was actually kind of talking to them as I was walking up, and then there was like this whole row of machines, and I know there are a few men there, and
word economy. Like there's a great Louis C.K. bit about when a woman tells a story, it branches off in all these different directions. It's like a guy eats an apple, he'll tell a story, he goes, I bought an apple, I ate the apple. A woman would be like, I was in a mood, I felt like an apple, and then I went to the shop, I put on my favorite shoes.
So it was a full house of people to see.
1 minute I was up, and the next minute I was on my knees, and not for.
Don't give idiots soundboards.
Not for a good reason.
All right, so all of that information to get to the part where she embarrasses herself and she goes, 1 minute I was standing, next minute I was on my knees. That's the story. That's the fun part of the story.
And another door opened.
Yeah, get descriptive about how you fell on your face. That's what we want to hear about.
Maybe if you wear gym shoes instead of fashion shoes to the gym.
Yeah.
You can stay upright.
It works. Actually, where's the comment? I saw a comment over here. Hang on. Oh, maybe the chat moved too much. Oh, I lost that. But anyway, someone said that so she has to work, but Geno and Kiki don't. Which, Geno's selling trash cans now, so that's all good. But anyway, I won't bore you anymore with that. We actually get to the fun story. And this is a story I think Michaeline tells a fair bit better, but it's also pretty fucking gross.
Tick. Number 2, falling down on your knees. On your knees, not for a good reason, as she put it. Number 3.
And then odd thing number 3, I am going to go in the stall of the bathroom that I always go in. Like I was going to go pee just right before I left. And because I leave at 8 and the gym stays open till 11. It's just like a whole thing and just trying to get everything all organized. And so I go and I sit down in the toilet stall that I always do. And I sit down on wet.
Well, now, fellas, as guys, we don't need to sit down as often, but we also get urinals as well. So if you don't need to sit down, you can go to the urinal. But have any of you fellas ever walked into a toilet stall and not looked at the seat to see what was going on with the seat?
Negative.
If there's any moisture or anything going on with the seat, I generally, if it's a public toilet, public situation, probably give it a wipe anyway, just to be safe. You know what I mean? But
if not wearing up a few sheets of paper on that motherfucker.
Yeah. Now I understand for women, they always have to sit. So yeah, and it may not always be feasible to, avoid, like put all paper down and all that. Maybe there's not a lot of toilet paper and all that, but to walk in, not even look, just plant your ass on that seat with moisture. That's, I don't know, that's weird to me, but
she made it sound like it was her own stall.
Yeah, well, she does. Clearly, by her description, she works at the gym. Didn't want to dox the person she was meeting with, but like clearly indicating that she works at the gym. She's talking about locking up. She's not in gym shoes. She's in dress shoes because she works at the gym. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, point being, this gets grosser to me. Like, women in the chat, I want to hear some explanations after hearing from Kiki and Mike Lean about women's urinary situations in the toilet.
That is all on the toilet seat that went all down my legs. So I just went, no fucking way. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So I get up and I'm thinking about what's happening here, and it wasn't like, it was like somebody maybe peed on the toilet, however, got some water on a paper towel and wiped the toilet off with water, because
that's what you're telling yourself.
Where would that water have come from? like there's not like there's a tap, unless you disconnect the tap that fills the toilet back up. Like the only water is in the bowl, right? That's the only water you have access to. And why would you wipe up urine with a wet paper towel? That seems insane to me. If you got some urine on the seat, you'd grab a dry paper towel, right? And just sop it up, drop it in, hit flush, game over. Apparently, ladies, fill me in. Do you go get a wet paper towel and clean up urine on the seat? What's going on here? This is bizarre to me.
It was wet like that all the way down my legs. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yes, or maybe it
just seemed like somebody wiped the toilet without drying it. But I can't be sure.
What does that mean?
How do you not? The breastfeeding back, it's back.
And like Sucker John is, some women hover so as not to sit on the seat. They dribble. We're getting there, Shaka. We're getting there. This is very bizarre to me.
So, of course, with my tights down, with my leggings down, and my little skirt on, I shimmy out of the toilet and go, because I'm not going to put my tights back on. Yeah.
No.
I'm wet with God only knows what. So I go get a paper towel and get a whole bunch of soap and water out of the sink, shimmy back in.
How did you transfer this soap and water from the sink back to the toilet stall?
The mental images going on right now are making me nauseous.
It's bad.
Still gets gross.
Has anybody seen me doing that with my tights underneath my knees?
Yes, you're like,
they would have thought, oh my God, what the fuck is she doing? Okay. But I had to wipe myself off. I couldn't
just
oh my
put the
God.
tights back up.
I couldn't. Oh my God.
Right. I like to imagine it was probably just some woman. A lot of women do this. I like, they're like public restroom. I don't care. They just squat, basically just stand over the toilet and just piss everywhere, because it If it's not a clean public restroom,
But
it just
but I
happens.
know this restroom, it's part of the why. It's not used a lot.
Robbie, you got any theories on the why?
Why did she have to say what gym it was? God damn it.
The only thing worse here is that she wiped herself and found the tick.
I know exactly what happened now that she said it was a why, but we should.
No, but Kiki just mentioned the squatting over the thing. Ladies, lift the seat. Give yourself more room. You know what I mean? Like
Bigger target.
It's like Steph Curry putting a lid on the fucking basketball ring. Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Just lift the lid, squat over it.
That's one of the funnier comments we've had.
This brought ain't been wet since Kennedy was shot. Very good shit show. Very good. Oh, my God. I don't even remember what's left, but let's see.
I mean, it's, there's gym people in there, but it's not like a huge gym or a public restroom where nothing gets cleaned,
Right. Like
however, it didn't seem like a spray job. Okay. It seemed like it was a wipe job, but of course the minute I sat down, I didn't pee with all that wet on me. I stood up and went, no fucking way.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I think if I sat in someone else's urine, I probably wouldn't want to piss. That's probably fair. Can you imagine walking into that bathroom though, while she's shimmying across to the sink?
If I would have had a conversation like this about my experiences at the Y for this long, would you just permanently ban me from this podcast, Ozzy?
You've probably got good stories from your experience.
No, I mean, if I just gave a story like she's giving from her experience at the Y,
probably
told it like this, would that be a bannable offense? Because I feel like it should.
Yeah, but you wouldn't. That's the point. You wouldn't do that.
No, I know.
Robbie, you were breastfed. Both.
Huh?
You breastfeed yourself now.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
So you had both nipples when you were a kid.
All right. We're done with Kiki.
That Y is probably in a ghetto part of town, and it is pretty much used like a public access bathroom. It sounds like.
Indeed. We have Mike Durband here because I want to get back to one of my favorite lolcows of all time, and the great Mike Durband is the creator, producer,
not creator. No.
Well,
producer.
At least one of the creators.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
My grandfather.
But mostly, but like your production is one of the, if not the best part of Get My Go, to be fair. The way I think Mike over the years has made me come across funnier than I actually am due to his great production and editing. But Jonny Podcasting, Get My Go, again, youtube.com/getmygo or at getmygo these days. There is a particularly series 1, episode 1 to 50. I do think it's a great story arc, and Jonny Podcasting is a lot of fun in my eyes. So I've brought a lot of clips of Jonny. There's some short stuff here today, but Mike, I don't know if you'll be upset or not by my editing, but I did put together a new stinger for the Jonny Podcasting segment.
My last name is Wangland.
Who?
Wangland, the Scandinavian god.
Get My Go.
Get My Go.
Get My Go.
Get My Go. You couldn't choose a better fucking name for a podcast than that.
What are your ratings on my editing there, Mike?
10 out of 10.
Thank you. Oh, fuck it. Hughesy is flush with cash today. He's coming in with another £5. Mike Durband is the Dr. Dre of GMG. Great producer and says the N-word all the time.
Right.
I love Hughesy's ability to compliment you in the best possible way, but then also just get in the racism angle. But you are in Chicago, so it's probably fair. that you are racist. Anyway, Jonny Podcasting took a massive break from podcasting, it seemed. Mike, like how long? I don't know. You tend to follow a little bit closer to what's going on there than I do. I just, when I hear there's new stuff, I'll check it out. But how long do you think he took a break from podcasting?
It might have been a year.
Wow. I don't think it was a year, no, because the clips I've got. No, I think it's probably maybe since the end of last year, because I know there's clips that mention the election and shit like that. But,
I know that the Leave It to Beaver podcast with his father, they didn't do anything for like 7 or 8 months.
Wow.
But as far as the wrestling stuff, I don't know how long. It seemed like a year, but it was
maybe the wrestling stuff. Yeah, maybe the wrestling stuff, which, look, I've got some clips from the wrestling stuff, but I did love random conversations.
Yeah, it's like he's got so many different podcasts and shows that he does. It's like,
yeah,
some he'll stop doing for a while and then he'll come back to him, and then other ones, he'll completely change the format. Like, for a while it was him and Brother Martin, just the two of them, and then he got rid of Brother Martin and then got back with Richie, and then they started bringing on like 6 different, of their fans, or not fans, but people
in the
who
chat
watch them. Yeah, people in the chat, pretty much. He would just have them come on, and there was like the one guy that was standing up the whole show. Like, he didn't even have a chair. He stood up the whole show.
I've got a clip later. Yeah. That's tremendous. But yeah, look, again, like, I am super proud of Get My Go, and again, mainly because of Mike producing it the way he did. Of course, myself, Husey, Joe Feeney, Chad, not Chad Zumok. We have our funny quips, our funny lines, but the way Mike has produced Get My Go, super proud of it. Definitely get over and watch it. We want to give you a bit more of a taste of Jonny Podcasting, because Josh, you've watched Get My Go. The story arc of season 1 and following Jonny Podcasting is a lot of fun. Would you agree with that?
I would totally agree with it. It was the best during COVID. It was just a good something else to get into. And believe me, Wang Lin is a character. My God.
Yeah. He's a lot of fun. And also, he always, like, back in the day, we would talk about how he's always trying new things, but like making all the wrong decisions. And so, like I said, I love the show Random Conversations. The YouTube channel's gone. The Wrestling with Reality YouTube channel, gone. You cannot find it. He's exclusively on Facebook in 2025.
Yeah.
Facebook exclusive, not on YouTube. Not on YouTube at all. Facebook exclusive. Now, I did find some Random Conversations, which we'll get to later, but he's just come back with a new wrestling show with his buddy Richie Reardon. How do I? There it is. Sorry. His buddy Richie Reardon. So this is the intro, and Mike, I know you're an audio guy, audiophile, some would say, and I think you're going to love the mix, as always. The mix on an intro for Jonny Podcasting. But listen closely, Mike, because there's some Wanglish in here. Listen for the Wanglish.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Retro Wrestling. No, that's not it. The Wrestling with Reality. I don't know why I'm going to the old one here.
I think I know why.
Yeah, maybe.
We were just talking about it.
They were talking shit about Brother Martin is what they were doing.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah. That's backstage earlier. Mike and I were talking, and I said I contemplated inviting Brother Martin on this show because of this clip. Yes, they were talking about how they got rid of Brother Martin. Matt Wilson, big Get My Go supporter, and a helper, actually, not just a supporter, a helper. Clips and cataloging shit. Matt Wilson with $2 Canadian. Finally, it's Jonny Podcasting time. Yes, it is. So yeah, clearly talking about the old days and what it used to be. over there at Retro Wrestling Evolve. Mike, how many names has this podcast had?
You know, I wish we would have kept track from the beginning, because like they've gone back to old names, they've changed it, they've done. I mean, just the if you were to follow like a linear path of how Jonny Podcasting started off and then where he's at now, it's like it's very, very confusing.
Yeah.
And every time he changes it, every time he does something different, he makes it seem like this is going to be huge. This is the
future.
Yeah, this is the future of everything. And then, like you just said, he's only on Facebook. Like, why wouldn't you want to be on every possible platform? You know, you can do it that way.
At the very least, the biggest platform in the world, YouTube. You know what I mean?
YouTube.
At least go there. By the way, James Bowman. I like this Aussie guy. I love you, James. We'll continue because we've got to get to the Wanglish. Actually, I'll scoot you back a fraction because I don't want to miss the Wanglish.
Did he think the Leave It to Beaver podcast was going places huge?
They did, because they did have like their 4 or 5 probably, you know, old women that watched it because they loved it when it originally aired. So they'd watch this guy and his old man talk about it, and you know, they had like literally 5 fans, and then they would make it seem like they had 5 million. You know, like if they were gonna miss a show, they would put out a post like, "Oh, we're sorry to disappoint our dedicated following, but we have, you know, life is more important. We have family and job commitments." Like, dude, nobody cared. Less than 5 people cared that you didn't do your live stream. But I mean, he pretends like they have this massive following. They didn't. They did. You could tell that he did his usual thing where he bought followers and views, because like one episode had like, you know, many thousands of views. Then everything else after that was just nothing, you know, less than 100.
Yeah, and we'll get to how I found random conversations when we get to random conversations. But yeah, there's a similar thing that going on there. But
yeah.
Let's get to the Wanglish.
One here.
I think I know why.
Yeah, maybe.
We were just talking about it.
We were just talking about the old show a little bit and stuff, so that's why it's stuck in my claw. But it's welcome to rest.
Stuck in my claw.
Stuck in my claw. Now, the actual saying "stuck in my craw" doesn't even apply to this situation at all.
No.
So it's not even the right saying that he fucked up.
I mean, he's definitely medicated. You can just tell him. I mean, the guy is always on something whenever he does shows. You can either that or he's very tired. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not healthy. I mean, we should be concerned about him. He just does not look healthy. All the videos that he's done since he came back from the long break, I mean, he just does not look well. There's got to be something going on with him.
He looks pale. He looks really pale.
I mean, it's pale, but then he's really flushed. If you see other videos, he's very. He looks like he just ran a marathon. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. It is interesting.
Link with reality. I'm John, and joining me as always is my partner, Richie Ridge. Mr. Richie, what's going on, my friend? How are you tonight?
Man, you're coming in with the heat with that Lex Luger music all loud, brother. Got me.
Thanks, Richie. Pointing it out to him. Like, you can barely hear John because the music is pounding. And like, I hear decent shows that like play intro music. Like, Nobody Likes Onions. He always has an intro music that he talks over for a couple of minutes, and then the music ends and the show's kicking off. But it's like the music's just kind of there in the background. It's not in the forefront, like smacking you in the face. And I couldn't do that because I'm like, I know I'd fuck up the volume. So just play an intro song and fucking, and then start talking shit, you know? I think I clipped a lot more, but I clipped a lot more when I didn't know how much I was going to get. So I'm going to leave that clip now because fuck, man, I got like another 15 Jonny Podcasting clips. Now, to be fair, a couple of them are only a few seconds, but you know. Now we've got a little bit of a chat going here. It's crawling along.
Crying.
We've brought up a few of the chats, but there's obviously not necessary to bring up every chat. And let me tell you, people that are watching here right now, if any of you ever come into my chat with a fucking comment like this, you're banned. You are fucking banned from the chat.
The company after the match. Very good point right there.
Absolutely, Derek.
100.
Sorry, I left that a little bit. Did you guys hear the ding, the message ding?
Yeah.
Yes.
Only reason I left that start part in, that's John's phone dinging. I put my phone on silent in like 2012 and it hasn't fucking been off silent since then. You're on a podcast. Why is there a fucking ding in the background? Anyway, not this comment, the next comment. Don't ever go to a chat room with this. And if you are going to go to a chat room with this, attach fucking $100, $200 to it. I don't know.
100%. A great point.
I agree with you.
Jason says, first thing I'd like to do is pray for a music producer I know from Phoenix named E. Freeze. He's so talented. He was making a real name for himself worldwide. He shot himself Friday. He's on life support, and he's not going to survive. It's hard for me. He's a family man, successful, but he had some bad demons. Please pray for him and his family. Absolutely, man.
Why is he changing the words?
Yeah, I know.
He's like changing
not a
the
great reader. But I just want to go back a fraction, right? Because I want you to focus on Richie here.
Successful, but he had some bad demons. Please pray for him and his
praying?
family. Absolutely, man.
No, I think he's frozen,
brother.
Oh, you're
sorry
right.
to hear about your friend, and he will be in our thoughts and prayers, right?
Prayers.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, for sure. I've been going through that with my family, so I completely understand. And I hope everything turns out okay.
Amen. This is one of the first matches where the internet community destroyed this match before it ever.
I don't know why I left that clip so long. Like I say, don't anyone ever put anything like that in the chat. But if you did, I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to read the entire thing.
Why would you bring that up on, two idiots talking at 2 a.m. about wrestling? Like, what would possess you to type that out and then think that? I mean, what's the point, really? Like, is John like some kind of healer or priest? That's
But Mike, you're in those wrestling figure groups when you're trying to sell your Conan figures.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you still are, aren't you? You got Conan figures left?
Yeah, I got many Conan figures left. Go to MikeDurband.com and get the Conan NWO Wolfpack Major Bendy's action figure. $25, free shipping.
Set him up for a plug nicely. But no, you got into wrestling figure groups on Facebook, etc.
Yeah.
To just sell your figures. You've posted in our group chat many times. There's a lot of sad, lonely people that just need a friend and need someone to be able to tell them, "Oh, this is what happened to me today." And that's what this kind of comes across as, right?
Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, once I get rid of all these figures, like, I'm out of all those groups, man. Like, it's amazing. Keep your posts to either wrestling related or figure related. Like, I don't care. I've started to just, how on Facebook you can block, you don't have to see their posts anymore. Like, I just started doing that to everybody, because everybody just wants sympathy and they want attention. It's kind of weird, man. Like, you don't know these people. Why are you putting your life's problems out? And this guy that just posted in Wanglin's thing, like, did he say it was his friend or was just a local producer? Like, who cares? Nobody cares, man. Nobody.
The weirdest thing is the people that use their X account as like a diary, as if people care that their kid was a little more riled up today than the day before and stuff like that.
Yeah, you just tell people when it's your kid's birthday and say supertip.gg/USOA.
Well, that's not. But like, there's people.
No.
Like, I dealt with so much drama today. I don't know how to get through this. My kid kept me up till 2 a.m. It's like, cool, you have 2 followers. No one gives a shit. Why are you tagging me in it?
Yeah, fair. This next clip, not so much to make fun of. It just kind of sets up the clip after it. So I just,
watching it regularly and making it a point to watch Raw every week because let's be honest, dude, we do a podcast.
So for those of you who don't know what Raw is, that's wrestling, pro wrestling. These guys talking pro wrestling. So Richie's been making a point of watching Raw.
Let's be honest, dude, we do a podcast on it, so we need to at least give it a solid attempt, So I've been trying to do it again and watch it. And
So Richie's saying, great point. Like, if you guys are going to do a wrestling podcast, you probably should watch wrestling. Right?
Check it out a little bit.
Probably should understand the topic, know what you're talking about. You know what I mean?
Kind of know what's going on.
Yeah, I mainly played that clip to set up this clip.
Worlds collide, and then Money in the Bank. They're on the same day in LA. All right, wow. Who do you think who's your long shot to win Money in the Bank this year? Who are you going with if you're going to pick a Money in the Bank winner?
They're two different questions, aren't they? Like your long shot, like for example, who's your long shot for the NFL this year? The Cleveland Browns. Who are you going with? The Chiefs. You know what I mean? Like they're two very different questions. But anyway, that's not the point of this clip. Let's see where this goes.
Jeez, putting me on the spot here.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man. Because you had who won it? Priest last year.
Yeah, I think it was Priest. No,
Priest.
Was it? No, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was Priest.
No, it was Gunther won it last year.
He's so high right now.
Yeah, I think Gunther was because he cashed in on him. I think at SummerSlam.
I thought it was Judgment Day. It was Priest, though, wasn't it?
He was the year before. I think.
Google
Somebody
for a
help us
reason.
out here. I think it was Gunther last year.
I think you're right. It was Gunther.
Yeah,
it was Gunther.
Sure?
Damn. I don't know. It's a throw up this year.
A throw up.
It's
a throw up.
Yeah, we're all gonna vomit everywhere because of this guy.
I've never heard that used like that before. That's
The Wanglish is rubbing off.
Yeah, it's Richie-dish, I guess. I have to do this now. Bang, you died. Is now a bad time to bring up my friend with leukemia that has 10 children he can't afford to take care of? I mean, there's better times, but sure.
At least you didn't write a book length thing about it.
Yeah, exactly.
That was originally when you pulled it up. It wasn't the fact that the guy was looking for sympathy. I thought you just meant if you ever write out this many words in one message, we'll ban you.
Okay, yeah. Well,
And
there's
then
that
I was
as
like,
well.
Oh, I see what he's doing.
Yeah. I'm with you. Soldiering along. What are we up to? Oh, here we go, Mike. All right, so this is a little bit more get my go lore. You know, if you're not familiar with Jonny Podcasting, but some of the fun with Jonny Podcasting is the slightly flamboyant nature, I guess. But he does have a specific taste, doesn't he, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's get to it.
I could get behind that too, Derek. She's a really good young talent.
Yeah, for sure.
She's my flavor too. Everybody who knows me knows I love Asian women. Like that's my thing. So
yep.
Roxanne
you're a Neo Sky girl. Guy.
So what, Mike?
Roxanne Perez, is she Asian? I don't know who she is, but it sounds like she is.
It doesn't sound like an Asian name, does it?
Sound Asian at all.
Yeah.
Is this?
So that's the first part that confused me. I was like, Roxanne Perez. That does not sound Asian at all. But he has a specific type.
He does.
Asian girls get his craw.
But but not just Asian. It's very specific. But Mike, you remember Johnny's confusion of continents and countries?
Yeah, Africa.
We get number two.
I'm not as big with Japanese as I am with Filipinos. I love Filipinos. So, you know.
Filipinos are known.
Go ahead.
Oh, you go. No, all right. I was just going to say, Filipinos are known for she-males, right? Like they're pretty popular in the Philippines.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, I imagine you're going in another direction, Mike, because to be fair, his first wife had a child. Well, we understand she had a child with him. So that definitely didn't have a cock. Had definitely a uterus. What were you going to say, Mike?
He loves Filipinos so much that he's gone there twice in his life and brought back Filipino women to this country to marry them. Yeah, I mean, he does love them. I mean, he's very dedicated to Filipino women. So, yeah. And I just looked up Roxanne Perez. She's of Hispanic descent. She was born to a Puerto Rican father and a Mexican mother. So I don't know where the Filipino comes in. I mean, dude, he is just. Is he brain dead or is he just really fucking high right now? Like, God damn.
Like, I assumed that it was probably a Latino father, but like an Asian mother, and she looked Asian. That was my assumption. But you're saying Puerto Rican and Mexican.
Yeah. That's what, according to Wikipedia, that's what it says. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
I think he just wanted to get it out there. He just wanted to, put it out there that, hey, I'm into girls. I love women. No.
Yeah.
This guy is is a treasure, man. Just look at him and listen to him. Yeah. Jonny Podcasting is a treasure.
Indeed. We love him. So he's going to spell out the former wife and the current fiance. But listen out for the again, more Wanglish, I guess.
It's just my thing, like my ex-wife is Filipino and my fiance is Filipino. So I love Asian women. I think they're just beautiful. I travel all around the damn world in Asia. It's my favorite country in the world. That Roxanne Perez. Woo!
Oh my God.
He's traveled all around the world, and Asia is his favorite country.
There's a lot of Perez's from China.
Yeah.
Now, and against those that don't know the Get My Go law, in the past, Jonny said, referred to it as the country of Africa.
Yeah.
And now Asia is his favorite country. So
and this guy doesn't have like mental impairments, because there was once a guy who called the Ben Maller show and they asked him, what's your favorite country in the whole wide world? And he goes, I don't know, Africa? So I don't know. It's like,
well, I mean, it depends what you believe about it. Like, if you believe Jonny Podcasting stories, he was in the military, served all over the world, and then he was like a professor or a lecturer or something, and he was a therapist and all kinds of different shit. So, he's spun many a yarn. There's more left in this clip. I don't remember what it is, but we'll check it out and see if there's anything fun.
She is hot. She's no fucking Natty Neidhart. She's not a bum like her.
Oh, Jesus.
Natty versus
shouldn't have got on this
review.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, she's got my kryptonite in a move, though, Sean.
What? She's
now what? Now I've realized something. So I'll come back to this. Actually, let me get the time on that. What's the time? 52 seconds. All right. There's another clip that sets up the end of this that I didn't realize. The clip is this one.
So when is Natty going to be a guest on Wrestling with Reality? A shoot ran off between me and her. If anybody can arrange.
So what that question is, Natty Neidhart, Natalia Neidhart, has been with the WWE, the biggest wrestling company in the world, for what? How long, Mike? 15, 20 years?
A long time, yeah.
A long time, right? And John doesn't like her wrestling style. So Lawrence Lazar Johnson wants to know if Natty's going to be a guest on this Facebook exclusive podcast.
Arrange Natty Neidhart to come on the show. I tell you right now, you get her on the show, and I'm going to tell her why.
I'll be the referee.
Yeah, I'm going to tell her why I absolutely can't stomach her style through the years. Okay.
He's so fucking. He's so like he's on something, man.
I'm starting to agree with you here, Mike. I think he is.
I mean, he looks like it. He sounds like it. His thoughts are not coherent. I mean, and that's the way he's been. Like he acts like he's some kind of like super podcaster, and he's just slurring his words all the time. He makes fucking no sense. And then he says, and then his co-host Richie, like, how do you not know that Roxanne Perez is not Filipino?
Yeah,
neither one of them were breastfed.
Yeah, Richie is a little bit smarter than John, but like that's the thing. They never call each other out whenever, and it's been that way with whoever John's with. Like they always agree. Like every show that John does with somebody, they all agree. Like Brother Martin says on every show that he used to do with him, I agree. You could count, it's like 100 times, man. Nobody ever, they don't ever argue or have any kind of a discourse or debate.
And
just two guys agreeing with each other.
No, agreed. But you said you don't get the steel toe stuff, but there's always links between these different lolcows, and that's something with steel toe. Steel toe will not have anybody that will disagree with him or is potentially funnier or more entertaining than him. So he just has these like boring deadbeats sit next to him just to agree with whatever he's got to say. But Jonny here, like, so I'll tell her straight up what I don't like about her wrestling style. I mean, it sounds like the nerdiest threat ever, you know,
like she cares.
Unfiltered.
There is not enough episode time in the fucking world for you to have that episode with her.
Oh,
there's
fuck.
just not.
What does that
Bro,
mean?
I would not hold back.
No, you wouldn't.
No,
You
know
would,
me.
and it would be the funniest fucking thing I have ever seen.
Do I ever hold back on anything? You know me personally too. Do I ever hold my mouth and my tongue on anything?
Wait, sorry, did you catch that last little bit there? Hang on.
And it would be the funniest fucking thing I have ever seen.
Do I ever hold back on anything? You know me personally too. Do I ever hold my mouth and my tongue on anything?
Easy, you there?
Do I ever hold my mouth and my tongue on anything?
Hold.
God damn, dude.
More Wanglish. Just
No,
I don't know
it
what's
would be funnier than shit, man.
Make
I would
it
pay to see
happen.
that.
Get her on. Tell
We,
her I'm
we would have to charge $5 a head to watch that. And you get a red Dixie cup that says John can't chug beer.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. We'll have Natty and Richie in the main event and a chug
There you
off.
go.
Too, and
There you go.
Natty's gonna drink you under the table. I bet, bro.
She does have kind of a beer gut, doesn't she?
Dude, you drink like a bitch, and she is one. So.
You got me back. Cheers.
All right.
Look at his face.
battle.
Look how satisfied he is when he
Derek's
made that comment.
It's a roast battle. You drink like a bitch, and she is one. Got him. Funny stuff. Now I do need to go back to that. No, actually, I don't need to go back to that. Well, then, let's be honest. All right, this is a very short one. Again, this is a very heterosexual man, and this is how a heterosexual man would talk about a woman.
Yep. I couldn't believe they let her go. That's crazy.
She's a sexy girl too.
Yeah. I
Beautiful.
couldn't believe they let
She's a sexy girl too. Oh, beautiful. Like, yeah, that's how dudes talk about women.
Oh.
Throwing it on a little thick there. Just a little.
Just a fraction. Moving on. There is a couple of really short ones that I just thought, yeah, all right. So we comments from the chat, right? I brought up that one. There was a long comment that was really fucking depressing, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to have to do a pause here so you guys can read the chat, but look at what happens here with this chat.
It was released a long time ago, Jeremy. She was released months ago. Nobody's missed her since she's been gone.
All right. So, Laza, I actually had a few good sessions with a lady from Laos where we had fun for a few years. She was a bit crazy, however. Let's see how these guys react to this chat.
I had a few good. Okay.
All righty.
Leave that story's off here.
Let's we're not the yeah. This is the
leave those
taxi
ones
cab
off.
confessions, bud. Jesus Christ.
We'll go some places, but that's one I don't go
Right.
with on there.
Yeah.
We'll just say they're fun. There we go.
Family friendly here.
What was racy about that? What was
there was as
you
clean
sat
as
there
could
and he sat there and read a chat that said a guy shot himself or killed himself. But I had a good time with a woman in Laos, but she was a bit crazy. Like, oh, let's settle down, fellas, settle down. Let's calm the shit.
Makes no sense.
I'm looking at Lawrence Laza Johnson's Facebook right now.
Yeah.
Everybody, if go ahead and take a look. Very interesting person. Somehow I have 6 mutual friends with him.
That's got to be that's got to be all wrestling podcast related, right?
Yeah, it's got to be. Let's see. Lawrence. I've never heard that name. Lawrence.
It's like Michaeline.
It is, yeah.
Rare.
Anyway, I'm gonna look for my next clip. Where were we up to? Oh, that's right. This is just a follow-on. Laza wasn't done yet.
I hope to God it wasn't Mick Foley's son, because dude, that was terrible. It was fucking horrible.
I'm not gonna put this last one that Laza talked about on here.
Oh, come on, just do it. Just do it. I gotta read it. Come
Why
on.
mention it if you're not? Oh, thank God.
I just don't want to know about Asian poo fetishism.
Oh my God.
Jude's got the comment of the night. So Laza, Scott
Haldo. Good God.
I guess that's an inside joke. I don't know.
Wow.
It's off the
This
hook
just went
tonight.
off the rail. Yeah.
It has, man. So let's get to
so again, Laza, it seemed like Laza was just trying to have a good time, and there are just a couple of prudes over there. That might be it for that wrestling show. We might be going on to random conversations now. Wait, what's happened here? Oh no. Hang on a second. There we go. We are. We're going to random conversations, right? And look, we don't like to get political around here, but when someone has some hot political takes, you got to get into it. Do you guys remember? I don't know. Cast your minds back to 2024 when someone attempted to assassinate President Trump. Yes.
Yep.
Well, on random conversations, they did a deep dive into that shit. And I got to be honest, this shit should be presented in front of Congress. This is great analysis.
And we send our
hold on,
thoughts and our prayers out to his
pause.
family.
Oh,
I read
hang
the
on.
daughter's tribute to her dad.
Sorry, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What did he just get out of the tanning booth? 20 minutes.
And look at that face right now as well.
Oh my God.
The pursed lips,
Yeah.
the fake background. Like, if you're gonna make a fake
Yeah.
background, like make it. I mean, why would you choose that one?
Makes his face look even redder.
He liked the crown molding. That's my guess.
But also the fake background, put yourself in a more realistic positioning on the background. If you know what I mean? Like he would be, because it looks like you've got the camera pointing at the corner of the room and you're sitting against the wall kind of thing. It's a terrible fake background. Just put a fucking great
thing is this, every aspect of podcasting and video and everything, he does nothing correctly. Everything he does is wrong. Like from the very beginning, he's never done anything right. And this is another example of that.
It is. All right, we'll kick it back from the start and we'll go
there.
Absolutely.
And we send our thoughts and our prayers out to his family. I read the daughter's tribute to her dad this morning. It was really sad.
It was really beautiful, bro.
Yeah. And so, that's kind of what should be talked about. And it's a shame that this has been made out to be what it is. I'll say that. I'm not a huge Trump guy or anything like that, but to make it out like he's some tough guy when we lost somebody, actually, that should be the focus, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's barely even getting mentioned about the poor guy and his family who's not around anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's barely being mentioned. You mean Corey Comparatore? I think that's how you say his name. The firefighter that died when they tried to assassinate. These guys are outraged that we're not talking about the dead firefighter, but they're calling him guy, he, him. You know what I mean? Should you look up his name, understand his
not
name?
Not heartless, but sometimes they're like, no offense, it was the president who almost just got assassinated. Sometimes, I mean, it's bad that he died, but like, he's the global world leader, almost got killed too.
Yeah,
100%, Rod. Like, can you imagine if they led the news with firefighter shot at a Trump rally and not someone tried to assassinate a presidential candidate? Like, what are you talking about? But also, like, they feel like people need to be talking about the man. They don't know his name. They didn't even go that far to figure out his name. But like, oh, we should be talking about him. Should be paying respects to him. But that's fine.
I thought the president already honored him, so I mean,
yeah,
I don't think we need to continue talking about it.
They didn't understand the name. That's fine. They didn't know the name. Cool. They've still got good political opinions.
Like you said, no matter what people believe on your political beliefs, man, everybody has the right to choose who they want to go for. Sure. That's the beautiful part about being and living in a democracy, is that you can make the rights of choice that you want to. You have those rights built in from our forefathers. You know, they got to be rolling over in their grave right now when they see stuff like this, man. You know, I mean,
I can't.
The forefathers would be rolling over in their grave, like, because there's never been an assassination attempt, or there's never been successful assassinations of presidents. No, the forefathers have never seen that from their grave at all.
Abraham Lincoln's like, hold my beer.
Yeah, yeah.
1 second.
And not to get all like not funny, but like I get so irritated when people are like, "This is the craziest time in American history." There's books about every era of American history that claim it's the craziest time. Until we're like the world's at war, don't say like this is America's in an unprecedented territory. No, we once had like every 18 to 22-year-old over in Europe or the Pacific theater fighting for their lives. And just because there's some bad words going around on the internet and TV right now, this is like unprecedented. Seriously.
Yeah.
But that was, I couldn't hold back. Sorry.
Oh, the great James Balmert. Lee Harvey Oswald also killed a police officer that morning. Nobody knows his name either. I don't. Do you know his name? JD Tippett. There you go. You just fucking hell, as if you read my mind. JD Tippett. I assume that's the police officer's name. Thank you, Balmert.
That's a good one too.
The forefathers are rolling in their graves because no one understands what a democratic republic is.
Exactly.
Rover, buckle up, dude. Buckle up.
Exactly.
No, but
buckle up for the rest
I
of this
joined this democracy club when I was in school once, and I brought that up, and I was like, well, technically, the U.S. isn't really technically a democracy; it's a republic. And they're like, what are you talking about? Like, they had no idea what a republic is, and I was like, maybe this isn't the club for me.
Well, wait till you see what Richie calls it.
Anyway. Not even our forefathers, our grandfathers who went and fought the Third Reich and things like that to liberate, the world from tyranny and evil. And here we are smack dab. And I'll be honest with you, both sides are evil. We have two sides of evil. It's the Democratic Party and it's the Republican Party. They both are contributing to this toxic environment that we live in. This is what we're creating with this two-party dictatorship.
Wait, what?
Two-party dictatorship. That's not
how a dictatorship works.
Yeah, exactly. Rover, just Jewel, is it a two-party dictatorship? Are we all wrong? Is that what it is? These guys, hot political takes. I love it. I love anyone that busts in with both parties are evil. Yes.
He also had a very interesting way he pronounced Reich, by the way.
Oh yeah, it was. He threw me off a little bit.
Reich.
Yeah.
Like you were
Wanglish
or something.
All right. Well, since we established how much of a big brain Richie is, let's have Richie explain 150 yards.
For a rifle in basic training, it's 150 yards to 500 yards. It's your qualification shots.
It sounds like a lot too, folks. It's an easy shot.
It's an easy shot. I mean, and when I say this, 150 yards is a football field and a half. And that's, it sounds like a lot because you're picturing a football stadium right now. I'm just talking about the grass portion of the football field. That's about the length of it, 150 yards.
So, guys, if you didn't understand, it's not from the outside edge of the stadium to the other outside edge of the stadium.
It's not from where you tailgate to the other tailgate area a mile away.
It's just end zone to end zone is what he's talking about. And then plus another half of that would be 150 yards. Just so we're all clear, it's the grass portion, with white lines on it. That's the shot you got to fire, plus 50 yards, of course, because that's 150 yards. So, thank you, Richie.
Brilliance.
Brilliant. Just brilliant. We're not doing too bad for time. We might get to Geno because I know there's a couple of really short clips in here that I just put in for fun. Let's get to it. Where are we? This one. All right, next one. Yeah, this is a really short one. This is just something only Jonny Podcasting could say.
Too much, but I've been able to see a lot.
I'll play it again. It's only a few seconds. You may miss the start.
I haven't had a chance to watch too much, but I've been able to see a lot.
Haven't been able to watch too much, but I've been able to see a lot. So
It's like one of those rap lyrics that the guy thinks is profound, but really, when you break it down, it's just really stupid.
Yes. So I thought that was great. What have we got next? Hang on a minute. Did I? Oh, yeah. So this one, this is a Wrestling with Reality, back to Wrestling with Reality, that I found on, I meant to explain, Community Central TV, I think was the YouTube channel that Jonny Podcasting was putting his shows on for a while. They have 5.7 thousand subscribers. These episodes that Jonny posted, 10 views, 9 views, 1 view,
what's
3
the point?
views. Yeah. But 5.7K subscribers and videos are getting that fewer views. Like there's clearly something up. Anyway, I actually, again, this is one of those ones. I was going to clip the entire first 6 minutes of this podcast until I found all these other clips. So I've now trimmed it down into just Jonny trying to get Richie on the show.
And here's my partner, Mr. Richie. What is going on, Mr. Reardon? Are you connected and good tonight, my friend? He's got a little delayed internet going on in his new setup here. Let's see. Richie, you there? He is logging out. He is locked up. So, Richie, check your connection. Come on back in just a second. You can see he's here. And, of course, he is here. Taz is our hero. Rewind's here. Rewind. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, your grandson was born on the 3rd. Sorry about that, Sean. Congratulations.
Sorry.
Wait, what?
Now I remember.
You say sorry about that?
This person, yeah, I left it in because it did sound funny. But this person commented earlier that my grandson was born on the 3rd, and John read it as "You've had your 3rd grandson." So congratulations.
He's so fucking high right now, dude. Look at him, man. He's on some good shit. Wow.
So yeah, he went live, started reading the chat, just reading the chat until Richie got there. The next clip, he goes back to Richie again and explains the situation as well. So let's see if Richie was there this time.
I see Richie backstage. Let's see if his connection is better yet. Richie, when he comes on, Richie Rich 999. Richie, can you hear me? Richie, can you hear me? Richie, can you hear me?
Yeah, keep saying it.
We didn't get a chance to test the connection ahead of time just because of the Richie getting out of work late. So that's why we're kind of doing it now live on the air. Richie, can you hear me at all?
All right. Everyone,
so many things.
Everyone should be able to see at the bottom of the screen there. You can see the little red line that says how far into the video I am.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like I think it's like an hour long show, maybe 50 odd minutes. They're like 8 to 10 minutes into the show. Why not just start later? Like, what's the urgency of starting this show live? Like, so, no, I better get on live and read the chat, and then you can pop on live. You know what I mean? Like, that'll work great. That should be perfect. Mike, go for it. Hands on head.
There's so many things here. I mean, it's like, yeah, why don't you just make sure you're together, make sure you're both, all your shit's working, then go live. Like, no, there was 4 people waiting for the show to happen. Big deal. Just make them wait. Yeah. And the other thing is, like, Richie, why can't you position the camera?
Yes.
Like, dude, and I have noticed, like, Richie used to have a microphone. He used to have, like, it was centered correctly. Like, ever since they came back, like, does he realize he's on video now? Does he?
Well, he's got it.
Why
right?
would you do that? Like, that's like if I was
almost. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean,
B Crunk, 11, 20 bucks. Thank you for the $20 for the baby that wasn't eaten by a dingo. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hey, somebody that wants a young man to
have a nice birthday.
Future. Yeah, and a good future. As the scroll says, donations go towards a present, his party, or his future.
In that order?
Anyway. Yeah, present first. Yeah. I mean, I had high expectations, like Stilto. I thought, the money would be raining down on us tonight. You know what I mean? God damn it. I do have to take a piss break, but I'm going to hit play on this clip. And if the clip ends, Robbie, you're in charge. Or Mike, if you want to take control, go for it.
All
right. He's having connection problems, so I'm just going to keep going on until he gets them figured out. Hold on, let's see. How about now? Can you hear us? You got like an AOL dial-up connection going on there, dude. It's like, everybody remember those days with AOL? Your connection sucks.
So we still haven't touched base with Richie here.
No. Now, you guys, John used to do not used to, but he did a couple episodes with Vampiro, the wrestler Vampiro. And I think the final episode they did together, it was something similar happened. Like Vampiro's connection froze up, and then either his connection froze up or Vampiro just said, fuck this, I'm done with this fucking loser. And he just signed off and he never came back on again. They never did another show. So, I mean, I'm having deja vu right now watching this. Like, again, he can't do anything right. Jonny Podcasting cannot do anything correctly. He can't.
He can't. And you're such a pro, Mike. You had that to fucking lead into perfectly. You gave me just enough time to get back to the microphone. Now, guys, should we try Richie one more time?
One more time.
Go back to Richie one more time.
Oh.
One more time. Let's go back to Richie one more time.
Richie here. Richie, what about now? Can you hear us? Try to hardwire in, Richie, like you did that the one time it didn't do it. Try to hardwire in. Okay.
Wait, fucking what?
Hardwire.
Sorry. If you're streaming, if your plan is to stream, hardwire in, yes. I've got a cable running fucking, I've got to talk in American speak, 30 to 40 yards up to the fucking modem in the house, just so I'm hardwired in. Do not stream on Wi-Fi. Are you insane? Who's trying to stream on Wi-Fi?
I am.
I love looking at Robbie's face because I know he's streaming on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you don't have to be an ass about it.
You never know when the weather could affect. But you're in the basement, Robbie. You're fine. It never fails in the basement. It's all good.
What's all this?
If you can hardwire in your cave there, see if you can do that, because we're not getting anything from you. I know you're still trying, but it's just not coming through.
Holy
see if
shit.
you can.
He should try the Kiki approach with Richie here. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me?
Stop whining for money for the rest of the day, Ozzy. Jesus.
Wow.
The legendary.
Wow.
Hey, James, not to be ungrateful, but you do use super tips, right? But anyway, $99.99.
You're criticizing?
No, because he's used super tips before. That's all I'm saying. He's given us money. Anyway.
Well, look at gift. whatever
Mate,
it's called.
I
It's too early in the morning.
seriously, James Bowman is the best fucking dude in the world. He was the
What do I
best
mean?
caller. He was the best caller to Bedablin Live on Saturday mornings. He's the best caller to Nobody Likes Onions. He's your classic fucking Sopranos style fucking New York fucking dirty cunt. I love James Bowman. Take the kids out for some kangaroo burgers on me. I really like this Aussie guy. Love you, Bowman. You are the fucking best. But super tip next time, please. But appreciate it.
Kangaroo burger sounds better than a chicken burger.
Is that a thing, by the way, in Australia?
We eat kangaroo, mate. Yeah,
you do.
I believe we're the only country in the world that eats the animal that's on our.
I would
coat of
assume so
arms.
because, like in Oregon, you know, Nike's based here. They were making, I guess, like spec soccer shoes. You know, ones designed for individual athletes using like kangaroo skin or something. And they, with Oregon and their politicians' priorities, you know, all the issues in Oregon, they decided to put through a bill to ban that of all things. So yeah. Because God forbid kangaroos get killed for shoes.
Kangaroos are vermin, to be fair. Like they are.
Not according to the politicians in Oregon. They
are a
beautiful little
problem.
creatures that must be protected at all fucking costs.
There's way too many of them that they will just. They're like deer. They'll just jump out in front of your car and total your car.
Only like
It'll
unlike
total your
deer,
car.
they run at the car instead of just freezing. I read so.
Yeah. Well, they just bounce out onto the road and then. Boom.
No, but I've heard kangaroo will actually run towards the car.
I mean, they don't run down the road. They just bounce across.
Oh.
Yeah. They're just going from one green area to another, but sometimes it's right in front of you, and then you just cave the front end of your car in because they're fucking big meaty cunts. Anyway, they gave up on Richie. Unfortunately, Richie did not appear on this show, but oh wait, before we get to that, sorry, I got a little racist Jonny clip that I managed to grab, a little bit of racism from Jonny Podcasting.
All white everything, man. What a cool sight.
Again, very short, so I'll play it again.
Crowd being an all white everything. Man, what a cool sight.
What a cool sight.
Now, I'll be fair to Jonny Podcasting. He's talking about Penn State, the whiteout at Penn State.
I thought he was talking about Nick Fuente's channel with that, right?
Yeah, but I thought that was a good ISO. The crowd was all white. What a beautiful sight. Funny stuff. All right, so we get to our last Jonny Podcasting clip. And yeah, he's given up on Richie and he's inviting on a gaggle of, I assume, commenters from his show. I called it Johnny's Gaggle of Goofs, but let's get into it.
Let's bring on a few more people here to join us tonight. Jeremy, what's going on? Are you in bed, Jeremy?
Yeah, Jackson's asleep.
Okay. We'll keep it a little quiet. How's it going in your neck of the woods, Jeremy?
Well, other than my dogs being on the outside of the playoffs, I'm doing pretty good.
All right.
So first guy he brings on.
That's a good point. Did you ever? I know this is interrupting you, but
No, I did forget. Hang on, let me quickly. If people want to, because we are going to.
I tried to remind you once. I didn't want to keep going over it because I thought maybe I was the idiot you had or something.
Damn it, Ozzy! You've made me break the seal. I'll be back in a sec.
All right.
You did it.
Hang on. So before I do that, what are we doing here? Anyway, before I do that, I'll get back to the point being. First guy he brings on has just put his kid to bed and he's laying next to him. He's like, yeah, man, I just put the kid to bed.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. So he's going to do a podcast. Now, I'll give Jonny credit. He does move on from this guy pretty quickly to bring on the next guest. But what I got to say is just look at the face on the expression, the body posture and everything of his next guest as he brings him on. This is beautiful.
All right. Cool. Good to see you, buddy. Let me bring a couple more people on here tonight. Joey, what's going on?
Oh my
Joey. God. Joey, look at Joey. He could not be happier to be there. Thanks for joining us, Joey.
On Mr. Joey.
Oh, nothing. Just got home from dinner. 8-year anniversary. So we're just
congratulations.
Now I know he said
that he's married.
Yeah, but I know he said like he's saying 8-year anniversary, but it does sound like he said I ate your anniversary. You know what I mean? Like he just ate everything in sight. But no. The next Johnny asked a question here, which I don't know. I've never even considered asking a guest that's come on the podcast. I've never considered this being the first question.
Yeah, just chilling at home now. So
how many kids you got, Joey?
Oh, don't have any kids.
No kids.
Straight up. Oops.
Don't want them.
I didn't mean to mute it. I meant to pause it. Straight up. How many kids you got? I mean, dude, I'm on the internet. I don't know if we really want to, just get straight into the kids talk. But
some people are so fascinated about that. Like, I've met people and they're like, "Oh, are you married?" It's like, I just met you for the first time. Why do you care? Like, if you go to a meet and greet, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I got to get this super tip link in because speaking of kids, how many kids you got? I got 2, and one of them is turning 6. And the United States of Australia audience needs to purchase him a present or pay for his bowling. Anyway,
got home from dinner, 8-year anniversary. So we're just
congratulations.
Yeah, just chilling at home now. So
how many kids you got, Joey?
Oh, we don't have any kids.
No kids yet. Do you want kids? No kids? Don't want them?
No, I'm 42. I don't think we're gonna be having any kids.
I got a couple extra, buddy. Just let me know.
No, I'm good. I can't even afford cats.
Look at John's face. Look at his face.
Well, great to see you, Joey, man. So it's good to see you. Jason, what's going on, Jason?
Oh, come on.
Jason's asleep.
Okay.
Oh, what did I do there? God damn it.
There he is, the guy standing up.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I've never on any. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I've never seen that on a show. I've never seen a guy standing up doing a podcast.
Do you know what's brutal? Because this won't come up as a link. If I could post the comment of the super tip link in here, but I'm trying to get to my YouTube where I can actually pin it, and I need to fucking log in. It's asking my password. I'm like, I'm fucking permanently logged in. You cunts.
That's why I can't comment who is it? The guy that just posts random Mariner stuff and expects comments back, and I'm like, I can't because I'm on this.
Yeah, well, in this instance, it's my YouTube studio. I'm trying to get to that. I need to get to that, and it won't let me. I need to log in anyway.
Whoa, what was that?
Supertip.gg/USOA. Come on, you can go there.
I agree with you.
All right, here we go.
Great to see you, Joey, man. It's always good to see you. Jason, what's going on, Jason?
Going on, guys?
Look at him. He's going by his real name tonight.
Wait a minute here. Hold on. Who is Jason?
Hold on. He's even got the chalkboard again, guys.
Okay.
Look at that.
What is on the chalkboard now?
Can you see it?
Oh,
no. All right. Firstly, Jason, landscape mode. Let's start with that.
Wow.
That'll be a way to help the situation. Secondly, wouldn't you make it, if you're going to focus on his chalkboard, you're going to bring it up, wouldn't you make him the only, wouldn't you do this?
No, what the hell? I was surprised you even knew.
That's a
You'd
big
do
deal.
that, wouldn't you? So everyone can see his chalkboard? Sorry to disappoint everyone. He doesn't.
Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, he's got it all figured out. Shit. Oh, God.
He does, man. He
Don't be
does.
hating.
The man gets rear-ended, and now he's using his real name. And, he's,
I love it. He's like, he is. He's going to be doing
All right,
the
what was the
squigglies
point of
out
that?
here.
Look at this. Look at these comments. Good luck reading them. Oh, damn. I went back too far.
Man. He
Don't be
does.
hating.
I saw a
the
cheat
man
code.
gets rear-ended, and now he's using his real
What's
name.
this,
And,
Reach?
he's,
Boom.
I love it. He's like,
Boom.
he is. He's going to be
How can
doing
you
the
read that?
squigglies out here.
Why's it up
Check
on
out
screen?
Becky Lynch in this match. You know,
best thing about Brett Favre is Brett Favre.
I love this commitment. And you know what the best part about this is, too? You fucking color-coded it.
I did.
Look at that.
Huh? Can't see it.
What command?
I can't tell.
Again, Johnny. Just do that.
Stop
There
doing
you go.
that. It startles me.
That's all you got to do, Johnny. When you're going to point out that it's color coded, I can see reflection off the board. I can see that there's a bunch of scribble on there. No idea what's on that fucking board.
Yeah, it looks like it's a food menu, if anything, from back here. Today's special.
Robbie, by the way,
what?
The lovely James Balmont.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
This Robbie character makes me smile.
He makes us
in terms of
you broken me to a point where I was like, "Is this a sarcastic comment?"
No, you make him smile because he's like he looks down at his gut and goes, "Well, at least I'm not him." You know what I mean? I don't even know if James is fat, but I just assume
he just went there.
You just make people feel better about themselves, their weight, and all that. You know? Yeah, you make me feel better about my weight. I feel healthy when I sit it with you. Yeah. All right.
It looks says it all.
Well, that's it for Jonny Podcasting. Unfortunately, folks.
He didn't disappoint. I mean, obviously, he's still full of Wanglish.
Yeah, he's great. I love Jonny Podcasting. If you enjoyed Jonny Podcasting, seriously, youtube.com/@getmygo. Get on over. Again, particularly episode 1 to 50, the first season. It is a great story arc. All the different people that come on board that had experiences with Jonny. I podcasted with Jonny Podcasting 6 years ago when my son was born. I was podcasting with him, and it took a couple of months, but I realized how full of shit, like how false his promises were, how he didn't actually have connections. He didn't actually have any money coming in. And I was like, all right, he's definitely full of shit. And all the different people that had the same interaction with him. It's a great story. And you watch the show evolve and Mike's production evolve over the series. From the early episodes where it's just Mike just edits the audio. I mean, you're editing the video as well, but it's pretty much you were just clipping out the stuff that you didn't want in there. But as the series evolved, you're adding stuff to it. You're throwing in clips. You're putting visuals up on the screen and all that. It was amazing to watch it evolve. And like I said before, Mike has made me. Shit Show says Robbie is a good egg. Yeah, great, Robbie. Very good. Well done, Shit Show. Fuck, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, as I said earlier, I think Mike took moments that I had where I said something funny, but Mike managed to make it funnier by the way he edited it. You know what I mean? Like, and good editors can do that. Good producers can do that. To where like, that's funny, but I can actually, if you clip that out, it's actually really funny. You know what I mean? And it comes across as way more sharp and witty than it actually was. So I love Mike Durband, and I want everyone to get on over to Get My Go. I think the Dabbleverse would appreciate Get My Go, and maybe we can get Mike into a little bit more of the Dabbleverse stuff, and we can branch out because, like I said, Get My Go has become a little bit dormant, and I want to get the band back together. I want to get it rolling again, and this was my first step towards that. So, Mike, how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, like we've discussed privately, we have a problem with one of our members.
Yes.
His co-host has banned him from coming on Get My Go. So that's a little bit of a problem. So we haven't had
and why was that, Mike? Do we want to explain
because of your neighbor, your kind of neighbor.
One guy.
One guy.
What's amazing? How many episodes have we done? 99. Now, at this point, it wasn't that high. How many episodes in were we?
At that point, probably 90.
90? We were 90?
Something like that, yeah.
We did a throwaway little segment. Joe Feeney had appeared on this guy's podcast, and coincidentally, he lives in Perth as well.
Yeah.
Joe Feeney had appeared on the podcast, and we decided to go over that, and we made a bit of fun of it. We laughed at it. This dude, he blew up our phones. Hey, Mike, via Facebook. I was getting Facebook calls, Facebook messages, like audio messages, where he's like, I don't understand why you're trying to tear people down, man. Like, I'm just trying to make my way to. I was like, dude, it's just fucking jokes. And then he chose to go complain to people to get people in trouble.
Is this Shane in
that's-
Des Moines you're talking about?
It's very similar, very
I'm
similar
sorry.
kind of person. But
If he
holy
blocks me
shit!
within the next 6 hours, we'll know he has watched today.
Sorry, holy shit! I lost track of what's going on Super
Bad
Tip
job by you.
and the lovely Shaka John.
My womb is barren, so please give this to your kid.
We need that money for cigarettes.
Thank you, Shaka John. That is fantastic. Thank you for the $20 and 20 American dollars. Let me tell you, that is fucking gold in Australia. And on Super Tip, so on Google, on YouTube, like, so I will probably get $100 from James Bauman because of Google's cut is pretty much the difference in the dollar, if you know what I mean, the US dollar to the Australian dollar. So that kind of wipes out the Google's cut. But for Shaka John, I get more than $20 Australian. How about that? Hey, good times, good time. Anyway, I sound like Aaron Imholt talking about money this week. But why not?
So yeah,
fuck. Well,
we're talking about Chad and the Australian cunt.
Sorry,
Carl.
Yes, California in Fury, I believe, is what he goes by.
Yeah.
And cried and like a baby, and like that was one of the most harmless things we've ever done. You know, like we got at times things got a little bit gross with Jonny Podcasting. I feel, you know what I mean. Like at times we pushed the line. Maybe we didn't cross it, but we certainly towed the line, if you will, with Jonny Podcasting. But California got like a fucking 20-minute like goof off session, and he melted down. And that's that was a tough one. But
I mean, I'm not somebody that I don't post like DMs. I won't use them on the show, but like I wish I could show everybody the insane shit that California was messaging me that day. I mean, it was just like a paragraph after paragraph. I'm like, dude, I don't know who you are. I don't care about you. I don't care how much effort you put into your show. I don't care, man. And he was like suicidal because of what. And I wasn't even on that show. It wasn't like a bonus episode.
No, you were. Yeah, that was. I think that was Perfectly Rated. I think that was that show.
It was Chad's show.
Yeah. I'm actually looking. No, I don't think it's there anymore. I was actually. Oh no, there he is. Oh, holy shit! The audio message is still here. Are they? Oh, damn it.
Breaking news.
Oh, holy shit. All right. I'm not gonna, I mean, people can screenshot or whatever. Hang on. Look at this shit.
I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
What I had too.
Look at this shit.
What is it?
It's just the interaction with the guy.
That was all about us doing 20 minutes on him, goofing on him. James, I told you that I currently can't log into YouTube, and I'm doing a show.
Post it, probably.
Supertip.gg/USOA. It's right here under my name, and it's also scrolling along the bottom of the screen as well.
Your number one benefactor, Jesus Christ.
James deserves it. All right. I love James, but he's dumb as a box of rocks. He really is.
Oh my God, Ozzy.
No, but I love him to death. I mean, I don't know him, but he's giving me money, so I've got to love him. You know.
So it's USA.
Supertip.gg/USOA. I put the O in because obviously I don't want to go USA because we know what that means.
Like that?
All right, Mike. Hey, do you need to go, Mike, or do you want to stick around for a little bit, James?
No, I gotta go. I gotta hit the bike trail.
Did I do it right?
We appreciate it, Mike.
Thanks,
I
Mike.
do need to have a good chat with you soon. We'll
do that
sometime
soon. But everyone, please go to MikeDurband.com and check out the Conan Major Bendies that I am selling. They're a Mike Durband Productions exclusive. I'm the only seller of these. So if you're a fan of Conan, check them out.
And who is it? The Matt Cardona and who's the other dude?
Brian Myers.
They are big wrestling figure guys. They've been collecting wrestling figures their whole lives, and they said that was the Bendy of the year, right?
Yes, they said it, and that was in I think 2024. Yep.
Yeah.
And remember when?
The whole thing, right?
Remember when? Remember Fig Life when John and Richie tried to do their own major wrestling podcast?
Oh yeah.
I mean, dude, is that channel still up? Can we go back?
No, I think that's gone. Actually, yeah.
Luckily, I think Matt Wilson has a lot of those downloaded.
I bet Matt Wilson has a lot of it. Yeah, Matt, I'm getting the train rolling again, even if I have to do it on my own.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I mean, once we get episode 100 out of the way with where it has to be,
we do have to do a big one.
After that, we'll start doing more regular episodes, and
for sure.
You guys did one without me. I've been saying for years, I wish you guys would do shows. I don't have to be on them. Like, if you guys got something to do, go ahead and do it. Like, whoever wants to be on an episode of Get My Go, you can do it, and then we'll put it up. But you guys finally did that. I don't know which one it was, but it was a great episode. And
Steak and Tornadoes? I don't know.
Yes, was that it?
No, well, that was where you clipped our show. And again, you can take that if you think it's worthy. The segment we did today, bung it on the GMG channel for sure.
Yeah. But we will start doing more regular episodes once we get 100 out of the way. So, if you know who Brother Martin is, if you follow him on Twitter, tweet at him and tell him he needs to come on episode 100 because he said he would do it
these days.
Huh?
Do you know what his Twitter is these days? I forget.
Is it still IMCHM911?
IMCH, yeah, that might be it. I don't know. We'll figure it out and we'll post it soon.
Yeah, I mean, I can look right now.
Go on, look right now.
No, it's inspired. What is it? Inspired WC 125. So tweet him.
All right, go to X/Twitter at inspired. What was that? Underscore?
No. Just at inspired WC 125.
What's the WC?
With Christopher.
Oh, of course.
I guess.
Oh, he's gone back to that, has he? Because it was baptized fire.
Yes.
I wish he'd go back to doing those fucking religious bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I used to get in his chat room and fucking bait him so much. It was so much fun. Inspired WC 125.
Yep.
Tweet him, everyone, please.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I'll ask for you, other than money. Go tweet Inspired WC 125 and tell him you need to do Get My Go episode 100 so we can move on with our lives. And Mike, just before you go, Jason and Mesa says, I sent this without a link. Good morning, guys. Thank you for the $5, Jason. And I appreciate your intelligence and ability to navigate the interwebs. Mike Durband, you are a legend. You are my friend, and I love you. Thank you for coming on the show, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you, and go Mariners.
In his Oakland A's.
Yeah.
Well, Las Vegas A's, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Sacramento A's.
Yeah.
Oh, Sacramento A's. Oh.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right. Catch you, brother.
Bye-bye.
Have no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat, they're all fucking losers that fucking live vicariously through this shit. They have no fucking lives. Shut the fuck up with your opinion. It's a friend of telling you, shut the fuck up and talk about things you know about, but don't lower yourself to the level of this bunch of fair. No, you're not allowed to say to me, let's say you were stolen, materialistic lover shit. Flapper.
Robbie just
Indeed.
said, no.
Oh shit! Sorry. Flat bro.
Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm catching up. I'm catching up on the chat, and rich people are arguing about it. Post super ticket link, you Australian cunt from James Baumer. That's what and then Shaka Khan said. Shaka John said, "Yay." Assume that's because of play. He stinks. But here we go. Deadful. Pinned comment is easier. Just have to click. I understand. I do understand. I can't fucking log into my YouTube. All right. Something went wrong. It was, you know what? I'll tell you something. Today was the most prepared I've been, like, in terms of content. Like, I had fucking over 30 clips and they were all prepared. I fucking posted the show link. I had a thumbnail ready. Like last week, I was pulling clips an hour before the show, and then I was fucking making the thumbnail like right before the show, all that shit. This week I was so prepared, and the one thing I fucking forgot was to post the super tip link, pin it in the chat. And yeah, I'm fucking sad about that, all right? But I don't need rich cunts telling me, like, waving money in front of my face, going, just put it in the chat, cunt, just put it in the chat. How dare you? How dare you? Wait, is Geno flat broke or am I? I don't know. Anyway, we've only got a couple of Geno clips. We're going to wrap it up very soon. This is a long episode. And I knew it. I knew it would be a long episode because I had over 30 clips. And, wait, fuck, got to go to the Geno file. Where's the Geno file? There it is. This is just a little one. Geno and Kiki filled in for, what's his cunt? Aaron Himholt. Remember, we talked about him? We talked about him 2 hours ago. Yeah. They filled in, and this was Geno's appearance. I think this was Thursday. This was Geno's appearance on Steel Toe.
Gene?
Hey, babe.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Drink it in, folks. This is subdued Geno, keeping it quiet, just chilling. Yeah. Quiet Geno.
Oh, it's real quiet.
I just don't know how much noise I can make. You know what I mean?
We're just cooling our heels over here.
Well, that's nice, baby.
Yeah, no, put your dirty finger on the screen more,
Getting up
Geno.
and hanging out with me.
Yeah,
There's
respond
a
to
fake
text,
Kate
whatever
Beanie
you're
in here, and
doing.
she's being mean.
That sounds right. That's what they do. That's what they do on this shit's platform, the YouTube.
Yeah, because they don't do that on Rumble, do they, Geno? Nobody puts shitty comments on the Rumble chat. It's only YouTube where they put shitty comments. Yeah, Geno. Good stuff.
It's on your Rumble, but not Aaron's. I will have to fix that for tomorrow.
Okay, that's thrilling stuff, I suppose, right?
I'm just updating you. I'm reading.
What is he
those super
doing?
chats here.
What is he doing?
Oh, look, last one. Is he going to let you keep the super chats? There, I hope give them to Johnny.
Now I'm sideways.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh, Gene froze. He'll be back.
No, he won't. That's all we've got. I just thought it was interesting to hear Geno whispering. And why was Geno whispering voice?
Added cell or something? Like it had a
Geno
had a vibe.
Okay, sorry.
I just didn't have that kind of state hospital vibe.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I
imagine
think
what a state hospital vibe would be.
there was a later part where Kiki said, "I feel like I'm holding you hostage," because it did kind of look like a hostage situation. Geno was quiet and that because you know why? You know why, fellas?
Why?
Do you know why Geno was quiet?
Have no loyalty to those two pieces of shit. Like, there's no loyalty among all the fake people. Everyone in the chat.
He was bumming a bed off of someone in LA. He was in LA. I don't remember what for, but he was in LA and he was staying with somebody, so he didn't have to pay for a hotel. And
that was my guess. Was he was trying not to wake somebody up? Obviously, it's like
indeed he was like the dude on Jonny Podcasting's show that had, you know what I mean, had his kid laying next to him. I just put my kid to bed, you know. So I thought I'd come on a podcast, and then they don't have headphones in, so everyone else has to be quiet as well because anyway. That was clip one. Clip two, I've only got 3 Geno clips. We're almost done, folks. Buckle up, just ride with us. Clip number 2, this is going to Kiki and Geno again on Steel Toe. They're talking about the abuse allegations, you know, the Steel Toe abuse allegations. Oh, no, actually, I'll play the clip first. I'll get to you in a second, Deadfall, but thank you. So Geno's got his expertise on abuse and how women handle abuse.
Fucking women. And this is the other thing I always said. And I love when they retweet, oh, Geno said, and he even retweeted, Geno said she should have been hit harder. I didn't say that, but I'll tell you what, once again.
No, you didn't specifically say, you didn't specifically say she should have been hit harder. what you specifically said was April wasn't hit hard enough. They were the specific words, but you did say April deserved it. And since I paused the video, thank you, Deadful, becoming a new member to the channel. Appreciate it. And again, folks, I do have plans for. I'm going to start doing some regular Monday night stuff. Oh, holy shit, he's backed up with 20 gifted memberships. Deadful, just coming in strong. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, and for those that have caught those memberships from the very generous Deadful, yeah, I'm going to start a regular Monday night thing where it'll either be there'll be member stuff, there'll be just maybe a bonus episode, whatever it is. Yeah, there's an opportunity to do it, and I'm going to take the opportunity. So thank you, Deadful, for becoming a member and doling out memberships to everyone else. We very much appreciate it. But let's get back to Geno is going to explain. We'll just go back a couple of seconds. Geno is going to explain how women deal with abuse.
That, but I'll tell you what, once again, justifies what I said. If you don't understand that a victim of actual physical abuse, I'm not saying he didn't grab her and say, quiet down, the kids are here. I'm not saying she didn't exaggerate that. I am. But an actual victim of any type of abuse, especially physical, would not put up with this much mental abuse for this fucking long. And who knows if it's still going on. That underscores the point right there.
That scares me.
That is common fucking sense. And if you
Wait. Oh, sorry. Good. Deadful also says, can I take Rochi's back? I mean, I wish you could, Deadful. I really do. I wish you could take his back. So you know what? I'm going to wind it back. Let's just listen to this, right? Again, listen to Geno's expert analysis.
That's what I said. If you don't understand that a victim of actual physical abuse, I'm not saying he didn't grab her and say.
So a victim of actual physical abuse, right? Female victim in a domestic situation.
Quiet down, the kids are here. I'm not saying she didn't exaggerate that. I am. But an actual victim of any type of abuse, especially physical, would not put up with this much mental abuse for this fucking long. And who knows if it's still going on. That underscores the point right there.
That's scary.
Someone that's a victim of actual physical abuse wouldn't put up with mental abuse.
Well, they put up with physical abuse when they put up with mental abuse.
100%. And this dumb bitch who has been screaming about being physically abused, and I believe you, Keanu. I'm not calling you a liar in any way, shape, or form. But if you're a victim of physical abuse, would you call him out on this? Like that is such a fucking low IQ, ignorant fucking attitude that, like, I'm just sticking up for my friend. I'm just sticking up for the guy that I believe. And like, he continues to shit on April. And look, again, I don't give a fuck about April. I'm not white knighting for April. I couldn't care less about April. But these people that continue to say that they care about April don't give a fuck and are letting people shit on her. And it's like, stand up for her. But Kiki just sits there and goes, yep, no, you're right. You're right. As a woman, and it also gave us money, I'm going to highlight Shaka John's chats because I want to hear from a woman on this. Physical abuse doesn't count if Geno hates the bitch. 100%.
That's true.
Nailed it. And she also says, Geno is emotional abuse personified. I mean, there's interactions. Thank you, Shaka. There's interactions between Geno and Kiki that are like, ooh. And then they play it up, like on the next stream, and like, oh yeah, that was just jokes and we're all good. And let's make a joke about the way Geno got really aggressive towards me and all that. Like, yeah. The dude's fucking clueless. He's got no idea. He just says whatever he needs to say that suits the situation that he's in. But then he'll just scream, Geno was right. I think I've said it before. Geno's the kind of guy that he'll scream at you, the sky is red, the sky is red. And then somebody will say, you know, the sky's not actually blue. And Geno will go, Geno was right. I was like, you were saying the sky was red. Yeah, but it's not blue. So I was right, you know, because I was screaming a different color. Like, yeah, that's Geno to a T. We got one more. One more clip. And look, we have some friends of the show. Why do people, NJ, what are you doing to me? People keep dropping money on us when I'm just bringing up a clip. Probably hand to the face is like, why do you keep insulting the people that are donating? NJ Ranger, our good friend who was on the show last week.
Thank you, NJ.
Thank you for that. Thank you for the $4.99. Because everyone knows people who are physically and or mentally abused always get out immediately and never feel trapped in that relationship. 100%. Yep. Yeah, it's there's not these battered women homes where like they get the women out in the fucking the darkness of the night and they sneak them away to an undisclosed location so these women can be safe. No. Women just say, yeah, I can't take this anymore. I'm gone. Yeah, that's how it works. Yes, NJ. Think, Geno, think. He doesn't. But let's get to the last clip because NJ Ranger's a friend of the show. Obviously, Deadful, James Bowman, Shaka John, Rover, the great Rover. All friends of the show. Eckel, of course, is a member of the show. I'm just looking up at the chat right now. The people that I'm not mentioning, I apologize. There's another friend of the show. And this
you want. But I'll say it again. Like this, and people on the internet, so thorough Joe Burrow. Do we like him? I'm starting to not like him.
No.
I tried.
Whoa.
I like so thorough Joe Burrow.
I saw this clip. Yes. Hang
on a minute. Let's just be clear. Let's be clear what Geno's saying, yeah? Because So Thorough Joe Burrow is arguably the best clipper in the Doubleverse. He's not just and no disrespect, I love Stalin 19. Stalin 19 is all over it. He's fucking constantly dropping clips, but Stalin 19 would admit he doesn't put the same level of production into his clips. He's let's clip it, let's get it out so people can see it, and we love that, Stalin 19. This is not a shot at you in any way, shape, or form. So Thorough Joe Burrow looks at the clip. How can we get the best humor out of it? You know what I mean? Let's add the most fun to it. Let's, he adds production to it.
The soundboard is great with it.
Yep. His boings every time fucking Aaron lifts up off the seat. The creaky microphone, the dollar signs, the cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah, from PayPal, Rumble.
Yeah. All that stuff, it's great. But again, love you, Stalin 19. You're killing it. Doom's great. I don't want to disrespect any Clippers. I'm just saying we love So Thorough Joe Burrow around here, and we think he's the fucking bomb. So what did you say, Geno?
You can make fun of me all you want, but I'll say it again. Like this, and people on the internet, So Thorough Joe Burrow. Do we like him? I'm starting to not like him.
No.
I tried to because I like Joe Burrow, the football player, but he.
Wait, what? I'm going to be honest. I like So Thorough Joe Burrow despite Joe Burrow, the football player. I don't.
Has nothing to do with Joe Burrow, the football player.
Yeah. He just uses the avatar of Joe Burrow. You know what? One of my favorite things is him using the Kendrick closeout. The what? I'm gonna do my stuff. I love that he closes his videos with that. That's fucking fantastic shit. So, anyway, keep going, Gene. What's your point?
He already retweeted the clip of me shitting on Taylor, going like, "Hey, Aaron, you think you're all internet crybabies?
No,
that's all you are." So anyway, Diablo Sandwich.
Wait, he just said you're all internet crybabies. These two. This is. Hang on. Let me just. Oh, maybe I cut out the red line. This is like an hour and a half in to a show that they've been crying about this little piggy. And by the way, Keanu has spent this week 6 to 7 hours repeating the same shit about this little piggy episode. Like, if only I'd milked the Aaron Imholt thing for as much as Kiki has, the amount of hours she's put into it. It's fucking incredible. These two sat there whining about 5 guys yelling at me. All internet crybabies, Geno. Jesus Christ.
I don't mean to be a mediocre conservative edgelord, but I'll be the first to admit I'm just starting. And it's fun to point this shit out. And by the way, that's not what fucking, like, the best views I'm getting lately are the Friday political show I do with my brother, because he's not an edgelord. He's just a brilliant conservative. So again, I don't mean to, but you people make me be like this because the world's going to shit. And you think you're ruling. I don't even know what you do in your real life, but there's never been a time in my life where I've gone on air, on radio, on fucking line saying, I hope no one knows who I am, like you cunt coward. Well,
Geno is genuinely hilarious.
So Kiki's got to hit fucking sound drops and shit. Like, never have two people had less chemistry than fucking Geno and Kiki. Like, I had so many clips today. There's so much stuff I didn't clip, but these two fucking talking over each other and fucking interrupting each other. It's like there is no chemistry at all. But let's be clear, the world's going to shit, right? So people goofing on people on the internet is the problem. What?
Like, oh, I need to protect my privacy. All right, but you're a nobody. You're a sandwich, and thanks for the $5. Now,
I love that Geno thinks he's somebody. Oh, that's bonkers. You know, like, we're all nobodies, Geno. All of us, including Carl from WATP, Patrick Melvin from Nobody Likes Onions, the Shuley Network, fucking Blind Mike, all these people that get their, 10 to 20,000 views, whatever it is, you know, they're all nobodies. We're all nobodies. Like, this, 8 to 9 billion people in the world? Like, this is such a tiny little area, but Geno thinks because Anthony Cumia, Anthony Cumia, big name in America for sure, and has stretched globally. Geno thinks because he worked under Anthony Cumia for a while, and Anthony Cumia felt sorry for him and lost money for 2 years to pay him. Yeah, we've always got to bring that up, Robbie. Anthony Cumia lost money for 2 years to pay this man.
It always makes me laugh.
Yeah, I know. That's why I always do it. This guy thinks he's somebody because behind a paywall on Compound Media, he got a few views, and some people in New York thought Geno was cool. But keep putting that headband on and making it look like you're way more bald than you are. Look how far back that headband goes.
It's way up there.
He's not that bald. He's not LeBron James bald. He's not. You know, like, sorry, LeBron James, his headband started around his eyebrows, and now it's up around his fucking top of his head.
It's almost like Geno's wearing it like a tiara. Or
Yeah,
tiara. Whatever,
exactly.
whatever you want to call it. I mean, the little princess he is.
I was going to press play on this clip again, but there's literally, I reckon, about half a second. Ready? Let's see what it's left. That was it. So that was it. That was it for Geno this week. We look, to be honest, I do want to get back to Geno, but he did have his trip to LA, and then Kiki's been going off, and we wanted to get back into Jonny Podcasting, but yeah, we'll definitely get some more Geno in the future. I honestly, I don't know. I'm not going to retire the Aaron Imholt segment, but I'm not going to feel obligated to do Steel Toe anymore, because I do feel like he is just over the top, like trying to annoy people. And I'm like, I'm not interested in that.
Trying to be a villain when the villain thing just comes to you and you are it. You don't need to try.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just be the douchebag you were. Don't enhance the douchery. Just be the douche you were. It's less fun when he's trying to play it up. So, and I'm finding Kiki and Geno more interesting. And again, going back and watching Jonny Podcasting this week and pulling clips, it reminded me of, like, back in 2020, I listened to hundreds of hours of Jonny Podcasting and was pulling clips. I did enjoy those times. So, yeah, I want to get back into some of that stuff. And yeah, I'm not that phased by Steel Toe anymore. I mean, Melton's got that covered. with this little piggy, Carl and Moody, and they're annoying him enough. Those boys can do it. I actually forgot. Oh, God damn it. Moody sent me the pic. I didn't play the clip. You know what? Fuck. I just want to play a quick clip. I'm not going to play all of it. But I left this clip off because I did want to get things rolling. But this was one last clip of Aaron Imholt I pulled.
Because I checked everything once I got to the airport when vacation was over. All
right, that's it. That's all I wanted to play. I'll just go back and we'll play it again.
So, well, on my phone, because I checked everything once I got to the airport when vacation was over.
Like, is that not the fucking dumbest lie that's ever existed? Like, I went on my fucking honeymoon 7 years ago. Wait, what year is it? 22. Yeah, 7 years ago. And on my honeymoon, both my wife and I had our faces in our phones for a couple of hours a day at least. You know what I mean? Like, you're spending 24 hours a day together. Like, you can't talk constantly. You can't have sex constantly. Like, you are going to check your Facebook or your Twitter or your fucking Instagram or whatever. You know what I mean? It's so ridiculous to suggest that you went on vacation and just put your phone in your pocket, never looked at it, never checked your Twitter, never checked your fucking Instagram, whatever. Like, it's an insane lie, but unfortunately I didn't download the picture. But if anyone caught this little piggy on Friday, the great autist Moody, PhD, I think Moody is, the great Kiwi Moody, and he's wrote some code, 20 lines of code, I believe he said, that tracked Aaron's Kiwi Farms history, because Kiwi Farms is just an old-fashioned message board, and it does track when you refresh a page and you go to a new page and all that. And it's insane. It's insane how much time Aaron spends looking at Kiwi Farms. So for him to say, again, let's just rewind. Let's rewind for a second.
So, well, on my phone, because I checked everything once I got to the airport when vacation was over, I got a DM during that show when you were on.
He checked after his vacation was over. But also, his Kiwi Farms history suggests that he was watching this little piggy until Keanu left, and then he went to Kiwi Farms for about 45 minutes. But, whatever. Like, you checked your phone when you got to the airport. I mean, I'm sure you did check your phone when you got to the airport, but it wasn't the first time you checked it in days. Just a bonkers lie. I don't know. It's really bizarre lie to me.
It's definitely a lie. There's no way he went 0 dark 30 with the shit he does. There's no way.
in 2025, like, honestly, raise your hand if you have been, like, outside of sleep, like waking hours. No, I won't say raise your hand. I won't put a number on it. What's the longest? We'll go around the. What's the longest you've been without looking at your phone during waking hours, Robbie?
I would say like when I wake up to almost when I went to bed, but then I'd check my phone for a while. So,
wait, what?
Yeah, like you wake up, you look at your phone, then you don't look at it again until you go to bed.
No.
Not you're saying that weird there.
The entire day, the entire fucking day.
Yeah. When I'm on
you
vacation,
wake up, check your phone, and then don't look at it again until you go to bed. Don't fucking lie. James Bauman was a great point. Does jail count? No, I'm not going to count jail. James, I've got to be honest. I won't count jail. It's got to be a conscious effort. Oh, no, look. I'm not counting jail because it's enforced. It doesn't have to be a conscious effort, right? But something has to have happened to where you're doing something to not... Shit show says 28 seconds, which I think is probably inaccurate. Is it more accurate? No, I would say, like, at times at work where I've got something to do and, like, it's a repair job that this machine has to be working before we can continue production. Yeah, I might go 2 hours without even fucking glancing at my phone, but that's a fucking stretch. I don't know that I've been more than 20 minutes without looking at my phone in a long time, other than sleep time. Sleep. Yeah, I reckon easily within 20 minutes.
I would say 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours, but that was a while ago. The last couple of years have gotten a lot worse, where it's probably been less than 3 hours without looking at my phone. I used to, when I was on vacation, I used to be able to go most of the day without looking at it, but there's just too many people messaging me, or like certain people in DMs or texts and stuff.
And you've got the apps on your phone, or and
You're using it for other things.
Yeah,
I've muted DMs just because of you cunts constantly fucking chatting.
Well, I've done that too, but then people are like, "Oh, where is he? Is he okay? Why isn't he responding to my DMs?" So I've unmuted my DMs.
Sometimes you disappear, and again, people people can have a life, but Robbie doesn't have a life. So when he disappears for 16 hours,
you start to worry.
Yeah, I'm gone for literally. I've been called on vacation. Hey, Robbie, are you okay? We haven't heard from you in a couple hours. It's like, yeah, I'm just not in Oregon right now. And they just assume I had a heart attack or something.
Unless they release a really new good brand of Pop-Tarts.
You know what's insulting? It's like low-key fat shaming. They always assume it's a heart attack, too. They don't assume I got kidnapped. They don't assume I got murdered. They don't assume my plane crashed. It's always a fucking heart attack.
That's fair. Josie says 4.5 hours. I'm not buying it. I assume that means I assume that's not 45 hours with a space in it.
No, I think that's 4 to 5.
Yeah. She also says, yeah, work don't count. I agree. That's why I said I might at a stretch go 2 hours if there's something going on at work, but I would struggle to go 20 minutes. It's fine. Eccles says he hates. Oh, damn it. We both clicked at the same time. Eccles says he hates how much he looks at his phone, which, yeah, I mean, mainly because Robbie's my screensaver. I have a massive phone. Very good. You got an iPad, which is good. What did Echo? Don't feel bad. It's okay. Oh, damn it, shit show. You've been funny tonight. I clicked on that without reading it. I just clicked on. I was like, shit show's been funny tonight. We'll give him a fucking chance. Well, this morning.
It's a good point.
Kidnap. Who has the resources to get? Yeah, you need a forklift.
You'd have to rehearse that like SEAL Team 6 did to take out Bin Laden.
Yeah. And James Baumer, this Robbie guy is good. Now I feel like, do I need to give the money back to Baumer?
To me?
Because there's possibly a mental retardation here.
No, I think your son should still have a very nice kangaroo burger tonight.
No, I feel like I should split with his son.
But Baumer's love for you, like his enjoyment of you, suggests that perhaps we're exploiting a retarded man. I don't know. Seems weird. When he said he liked me, I was like, oh, smart man. But then,
wow, that's nice of you.
He's starting to think twice now.
Yeah. Shaka John says, when we stay in a cabin in the Sierras, there's no electricity or internet. It's torture. Yeah, why would you do that to yourself? I couldn't imagine. Look, I love my wife and I love my kids, but fuck me, if there's no escape, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like, Jesus. There's only so many times you can play fucking monster game. Anyway. What does Echo say? James, I don't feel as special when you say that about me. Yeah, exactly. And then the pineapple gets the Baumer.
Hey, that's a bad job by Echo not being here today, because that's the only way we get fruit in Robbie's diet is with Echo here.
That's a good point. Sorry, I nearly stomped on your fucking.
You almost did.
I was about to say no. I told Echo to have a week off. Oh dear.
No,
we do love
Echo. We love Echo.
We love Echo around here. It's holy shit, Rover. Rover's coming in with the 20 gifted 20 gifted memberships.
Thank you,
Rover is hey Baumer, did you see that? Rover fucking dominated
still has him on total today, but it's close.
Total today, total all time. Rover's got him fucking dicked. Rover has kept this channel alive.
Rover is your sugar daddy.
Yeah, Rover's the best. We love Rover. And Rover gets it, says Bauman. Bauman just says that about everything. So whatever gets it. You know what I mean? Like, he is retarded, genuinely retarded. And that's Bauman.
Oh.
Anyway.
Robbie thought it was going to him. I knew it.
I think Bauman has like a what is it? Like a what's Aaron, a humiliation fucking fetish. You know what I mean? He likes to be
not an Asian poo fetish.
Yeah, he likes to be shit talked. You know what I mean? It gets him off. He's jerking it right now. Every time I call him retarded, he's fucking like, go again. Call me retarded again. I'm nearly finished. No, we love you, Bauman. You're the best. And Rover's even better. You know what? What's amazing. Rover likes to get in at the death knock. And this is the longest show we've ever done. By far.
We've done longer.
Well, no, we've never gone 2 hours 45 before.
Super Bowl, we went like 4
hours. Oh, yeah, sorry. No, the Sunday morning show. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Those ones were specifically designed.
Do I get since my name's in the $99, do I get
Robbie rules?
I could have used a couple bucks.
Yeah, when fucking Google pays it out in 6 weeks or whatever it is.
Okay, well,
8 weeks.
I'll put a reminder on my phone. You don't think I'm petty enough to put a 6-week reminder on my phone? I am.
I know you are. No, I definitely know you are. Fuck Rover. Hey, Bauman, it's hundreds, dude. It's hundreds before you catch Rover. And if you can do it on Supertip, supertip.gg/USOA, you retard. You fucking retarded man.
Would be June 12th or July 12th or July 13th.
No. It's July 21st to 26th. That's what they pay out between the 21st and the 26th. Okay, Last month was the first month since we got monetized that I didn't hit the threshold. You got to make 100 minimum to hit the threshold. I didn't.
Reminder: pester Ozzy for money.
Hey, Bauman, love you, dude. As retarded as you are, I still love you. You're the best. Pin the link. You can't. I can't log in to my fucking YouTube right now because I'm doing a show. Citizen M says, loving it, guys. That's always a problem. If Citizen M is loving it, it means there's some sort of torpedo documentary coming out soon.
Shit.
So we're fucked. We are fucked.
That'd be so. As long as it didn't torpedo our show, I would love a hit piece on us. That'd be great.
No, I mean Citizen M is very talented.
An HBO 60-minute special.
So go to Citizen M's channel. He's put together some bangers, man, and I'm involved in one of them where he does the fucking doxing of Slam Piece. I'm heavily involved in that one. Citizen M has put out some bangers. So I hope Milton buys you that mouse, Citizen M. You need it because you haven't put out a video in fucking ages. Give us a good one. You said you're doing a banger of a documentary on Steel Toes. I want to see it. I want to see it, motherfucker. Anyway, fuck me. I'm surprised I haven't got a text from my wife saying, what are you doing? What are you still fucking doing?
Where are you?
Yes. Let's hit the plugs. Just Josh, tell us where you are in Cincinnati.
In Cincinnati this week, I will be up towards the shit. Where am I going to be? In the Carriage Hills again. But you can get me at NJ Hunt 02 on X. Other than that, I'll be just making people's houses look fucking good.
Peter Scott Parker. Robbie, do you ever worry that viewers of this show will think you're dumb?
Wow, it's close to fucking home. Yeah. I kind of lean into the role sometimes because I know people like it. I'm not an idiot.
No, Robbie's actually a smart guy.
That's the funny part.
He also says, I don't think you're dumb. I don't think anyone thinks you're dumb, to be fair. Everyone thinks you're emotionally damaged, but
you're dumb. They just think you're kind of,
everyone can clearly see you're emotionally damaged, but you're not dumb. You're far from dumb.
Thanks. I think.
No. Yeah. Well, yeah, you're far from dumb. No, you are an intelligent man. I can fucking vouch for that. You are intelligent.
One of the first things I had to get over when I started doing this podcast was You were one
when
of the
I'm
few people-
complimenting and insulting. Yeah.
No, well,
Yeah.
you're one of the few people I'll admit is actually smarter than me, and I hate having to admit that.
Yeah, I don't even agree with that. I don't think I'm smarter than you, but I appreciate.
No,
you
you
think
do.
that.
You're one of the few people that could get me to jump off a bridge if you really tried to.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
That's one of the best. That's one of the best compliments I've ever received. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
You
Josh.
could make me end it all if you wanted to. That's great.
I've said that before to you privately. It's true.
Yeah, I know, but you just said it publicly, and that's great.
I thought I had. Maybe it got edited out in post production.
I
we
doubt
all
I
know
edited it
now.
out.
Yeah, we all do.
Great. Hit your plugs now, Robbie.
You can follow us at Official USA Pod on X, or you can follow me at really
Jesus, Robbie.
At Mariner Robbie.
At Mariner Robbie on X. There we go. You can see my ADD is kicking up right now.
You couldn't even get through your plugs.
Yeah, I know. It's been 3 hours. You got to.
He needs a cookie. Come
on. You can follow me at Mariner Robbie on X, where it's mostly just Mariner and Beaver talk at the moment. Beaver baseball, as we know.
I sit there, I see super chats and I go, let's just do this, and then I'll read the super chat. You can't, middle of your plugs, you see one mild insult, and I was like, oh fuck, I gotta address this. Like, come on, dude. You are broken. You are broken.
Chat fasting, like every time it moves, I see it out of the corner of my eye.
And let's go to Tyler the Perfect Storm saying, Raygun is my favorite Aussie next to Lee Priest. I actually don't know who Lee Priest is.
I don't know,
but
who's Raygun?
On this show, when we first started United States of Australia, it used to be Mel's Helmet. I used to ask guests, the first question was always, who's your favorite Australian athlete of all time? And I've forgotten to ask that for a long time. But if someone hit me with Raygun, it would be the first Australian athlete that anybody has ever named as an answer to that question. Nobody has ever been able to name an Australian athlete. It's fucking crazy to me. So right now in the chat,
Australian athlete.
Go on.
No, never mind. I was just saying I can.
Do it.
Tyler Bazana.
Thought it was Travis.
Wait.
Travis,
Wait,
there we
what?
go. It's early.
Holy shit, you fucked it up. You fucked
Yeah, I did fuck it up. My God, now I do feel retarded.
He played for the Beavers, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's
He
even
was the
worse.
greatest
That's
player
even
in
worse,
Beaver
Robbie.
history. There we
Holy
go. Travis,
shit.
Tyler, all those people with T's are the same.
Travis Bazana. You were going to buy me a Travis Bazana.
Yeah, and they told me not to. I had it in the cart.
Well, I said don't spend money you don't have. Like
Well,
that's.
I know, but maybe I will anyway.
I'll send when I send you the Bauman money. When
Exactly.
I
That's
send you
when he's going to send you the.
You can buy me the Bazana jersey.
I'm gonna try to
Let's
find
go.
like a black market version that says Indians on it, but has his name on the back. I'll send
That'd
that.
be great. That'd be
That
fucking
would be
awesome.
great.
Actually, I would love an Indians jersey.
Then
I
I'll
fucking
make
love
them on the like the MLB shop anymore, obviously. So you have to find.
You have to go
that
elsewhere.
do that, but I'll try.
Sorry. He's just reiterating. You know, he's just reiterating. That's all. That's all he's doing. Just confirming. Kennedy / Miller are my favorite Aussies. I mean, Josh Kennedy played for the West Coast Eagles as a premiership player in 2018.
Patty Mills, he played for Gonzaga or St. Mary's.
St. Mary's, I believe.
Oh fuck
And so-
that! Then I don't like him
so-
anymore.
So did Dellavedova, I think. Patty Mills is going to play for the Perth Wildcats, I believe, this year.
He's still playing,
They're
huh?
close to it. Yeah, well, he's coming back to Australia. Like, this is the thing in Australia. Like, American, like, a guy that can't make the NBA dominates the NBL. You know what I mean?
When they're
In
like 40
Australia.
or something.
Yeah. I mean,
got to be getting close to 40.
well,
I remember
dude can
watching him in
shoot.
high school.
Dude can shoot, man. Like, he.
Oh, I know. He could probably shoot
Yeah.
till he's like 60.
I
That
think
was
he'll
like-
crush it.
That was like Marbury
Deadpool,
going to China.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Deadpool the laziest. Does Crocodile Dundee play any sports? Come on, Deadpool. I know you're better than that.
It's
I know
not
you're
nice.
better than that. I've like, despite Deadpool having money, and I don't care about your money right now, I know you're funnier than that, Deadpool. That's what's hurting me there. It's not that there was no money attached. You're funnier than that. and we deserve better. Anyway, it's fucking. Part of me is just trying to stretch to 3 hours because we've never done it before on a Sunday, and I'm like fucking in for a penny, in for a pound. You know what I mean?
Some of us haven't taken bathroom breaks.
If that's the case, do we have to go another hour?
No, let's wrap it up.
Wait, hang on. Tyler Perfect Storm. Is Tony Storm a Kiwi, or you should put an Aussie? Not a Aussie, but I'm not sure. She sounds like an Aussie. Certainly doesn't sound like a Kiwi to me. Yeah, she sounds like an Aussie, but I actually don't know. I don't host a wrestling podcast anymore, so I don't need to know that. But she's got a decent ass, that bird, Tony Storm. And women in wrestling, they do accentuate the cheeks very well. I think they're very good at it. Shout out King of All Diffs. Very funny in the What's Your Handle chat.
We're going to try to extend this. So this is random, but there's this thing called Whatnot where you can get into breaks for cards. But anyway, I won what's called a special prize where they give you 5 options, and I picked the autographed Funko thinking it'd be like sports and entertainment related. And as you know, I don't care at all about wrestling. And it's like limited to it's a Funko Pop of Bianca, but autographed by her. If anyone wants it for a cheap price, let me know because I don't know who that is.
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair.
What?
Bianca Belair. That's who you're talking about.
Is that who it is?
My headphones just said something about
of course they do.
So I can't hear a word you guys are saying anymore.
Awesome. Crusher17 says she's a Kiwi. Oh, is she really? She's a Kiwi. Tony Storm.
My headphones.
I did not know that. She doesn't have the. I guess she's probably been traveling around the world wrestling. She doesn't sound as Kiwi as Moody, I guess. Is what I'm saying.
57 people still listening to this. That's what I want.
Fuck knows, dude. I don't understand it at all. I honestly don't.
I wouldn't be listening to this right now. I don't know if I am. My headphones keep going in and out.
You aren't. Not just your headphones going out, but you've stated before in the past that you just tune out for minutes at a time because of your ADD.
Oh, don't eat. Yeah, I just choose not to listen to you guys because that's like a skill I have.
I see. I like Crusher 17. Crusher 17 adding more information. Born in New Zealand, moved to Aussie. All right, that makes sense. Doesn't have the accent. Born there. Perfect. Thank you, Crusher. Absolutely perfect.
Does make sense.
Peter Sky Parker says someone is paying me to be here. It's probably Deadful. Fucking Deadful.
It's not Rover.
Someone's paying me to be here at this point.
Oh,
is it your birthday?
I'm joking. That was. When I said that, I didn't mean it to sound nearly as pissy as it sounded.
You'll get a piece of the Bowman money.
That wasn't what all I meant is this is dragging on. It had nothing to do with money from you when I said that.
Wow. Does Robbie have a skeleton or is he straight Java? You want to answer it, Robbie?
He's got nothing for that.
Hey, how is your skeleton? How is your spine? All that? Do you get chiropractic work or physio or anything like that? You must have an issue.
Like voodoo medicine. Like I see these people on YouTube. They're like, "Okay, hold your spine." No. And then they're like, "Okay, your spine is good now." It's.
Dude, I fucking watch fucking chiropractic videos all the time, especially the shorts.
Yeah,
there's this.
Shorts. They're fascinating. Yeah. I don't think they work at all.
There's this. Oh no, they do. Well, I don't know if they work, but it fucking. I love the. I love hearing that sound. I love feeling it.
Half of my shorts on YouTube are those videos.
Sounds like they'll never walk again after hearing it.
Yeah. Yes. But no, there's this woman chiropractor.
Pain is gone.
Anyway, there's this woman chiropractor with a massive fucking set, like huge tits, right? And every now and then there'll be a clip, right? And there'll be a short, and you'll see it. She's got like a fucking, low cut thing, and she's leant over, and you just see the fucking cleavage, and you go, "Well, I gotta watch this video now, don't I?" And it's like
they invented porn for a reason, Ozzy. You don't have to watch.
No, but this is the thing. Like, porn can't do this. You can't have a pair of tits while a back goes like that's fucking. Oh, I don't even need to touch my dick for that shit. That's fucking crazy.
So there's a guy out there that can't get off with a prostitute without. Could you crack my back while you're doing that?
Yes. Connor says we all watch chiropractor shorts for the cleavage. Let's be honest, and not just this fucking one chiropractor who has big tits, but she has some fucking hot birds, and like they get down to their fucking bra and they've got some tits and shit. Like it's, oh man, like you're missing out.
That's
Watch
like
fucking
chiropractor fetish, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I've had a bad back since I was like 13. Like, I love getting my back cracked, and
I've never had it happen. Does it help?
This is how the Deshaun Watson thing started.
Oh yeah, it helps. Oh yeah, it helps. Now, like in terms of, I don't go to the chiropractor anymore because it costs so much.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And I've figured out ways to fucking adjust myself. But every now and then I'll go just to get it all. And it's like, oh, that feels good. And then I was like, oh, I'll go again in a few months, whatever.
Sounds like an addicting scam, to be honest.
It makes you feel better. The relief, man. When something goes clunk, when there's a tight area that's like been bugging you, and then it goes.
So my entire
clunk,
back, then?
You just, seriously, it's honestly better than coming. I'll tell you. No, I'm serious. When someone cracks a spot, it is better than coming.
Hey, if it didn't work, they wouldn't get them.
Exactly. Anyway, we hit 3 hours. Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. We appreciate it. Robbie, you did your plugs, didn't you? Again, get my go. Get over there. We were like the Dabbleverse shit. It's similar. We've been doing it since 2020. Go check out the Jonny Podcasting story arc. Then you'll understand some of the lore of Jonny Podcasting as we cover it more. Definitely want everyone to get in there and sub to get my go. Also hit like, hit subscribe. Again, we do have more views than subscribers. So some of you cunts are not subscribed. Fucking subscribe, will you? Leave a comment, hit the like button. And on X, I am at that sussy guy. Just imagine that Aussie guy and put an S where the A should be. We'll catch you next time on United States of Australia. Thank you to all the supporters and the money. It's great.
Robbie. I'm going to do my stuff.